Come in. Welcome. I'm Tammy Grimes. The brain can be our friend if we treat it well, exercise it, stimulate it, and listen to it. Scientists have proved, however, sometimes it can be an enemy. Multiple personalities today are as familiar as single ones. What is less well known is that when the nerve fibers connecting the brain's two halves are severed, humans behave as if they have two brains. In one body, separate learning, perceiving, and remembering. This is our story of a certain man's left hand which had no idea what his right hand was up to.
Inspector Graham, those footprints are there. 2 people made them. I saw them with my own eyes.
Well, if they are, Philip, Scotland Yard will verify it.
You sound dubious. If you don't find the footprints, what does that mean?
Perhaps a return of your old sickness. Or that certain persons are conspiring to make you believe you are not mentally responsible.
Our mystery drama, The Visions of Sir Phillip Sydney, was adapted from a story by M.R. James for the Mystery Theater by G. Frederick Lewis. It stars Lee Richardson. I shall return in a moment with Act 1.
Avoid paying outrageous prices for out-of-season produce next winter by preserving fresh summer fruits and vegetables now with canning supplies from True Value hardware stores. Hi, Pat Summerall to say the Nesco electric cannery for just $24.99 automatically maintains the right temperature for steaming and canning. Or freeze foods in convenient boilable bags with the Daisy Seal Meal 2, now just $18.99. And get a box of replacement bags for just $3.29 at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
What's red and gold and tastes like summer? Nectarines.
Summer fruits, it wouldn't be summer without them.
It's peak of the season for fresh nectarines.
Fresh from the trees, taste them and see.
Juicy and sweet. California nectarines are beautiful right now.
Nature's way of smiling, sunshine on the trees.
Nectarines, sponsored by the growers of California summer fruits.
This is Gene King for your Better Business Bureau. If your idea of summer fun is camping out, whether you sleep in the luxury of a recreational vehicle or rough it on the ground with only the stars above you, there's one piece of gear that's a must, and that's a good sleeping bag. A well-made, lightweight summer bag is a good first choice for novices and for those who aren't planning to do too much cool weather camping. But if you're heading for the mountains or planning to take a trip in the spring or fall, a 3-season bag will be a better choice. Now, these bags are warmer and more expensive, but they'll keep you comfortable at near freezing temperatures. But when you go out to shop, compare bags carefully. Make sure to check the quality of the zipper to find out if the bag is easy to roll up and store, if it's the right size for comfort, and if it's constructed so that the filler won't come out. A tip from your Better Business Bureau.
I'm not sure whether it's my imagination, but it seems to me the most extraordinary mysteries the Mystery Theater offers do not take place in this technological era, but in a past age. So I need not apologize when I invite you to aboard the 8 a.m. London Express some 99 years ago as it clips along from Aldershot to London. In the first-class carriage, a man distinguished by exceedingly large white mustaches, and a florid face sits, puffing at a pipe.
I beg your pardon, sir. Mind if I join you in this compartment?
Not at all. Not at all.
It don't know what's the matter with people these days. I was seated 2 coaches back, peacefully smoking my Havana, when a chap and a lady entered my compartment, requested I either stop smoking or leave.
Incredible.
And I was there first.
Oh, people have no manners nowadays.
Good smell, that pipe.
Like it?
Mixture 88 Freiburg and Thomas Piccadilly.
So it is.
Used to smoke it myself.
Uncanny. A lot of people do.
Did you get on at Aldershot?
Yes, I live there.
I got on at Aldershot also. I'm staying with friends. Actually, I was very friendly with this chap's wife at one time, but I'm a friend of both of them now.
Paddington Station! Paddington!
On time again.
Looks like we're here.
Oh, the run to London is always punctual.
I'm going to go up ahead, avoid getting trampled on that way. You ought to try Freiburg's 44. Less latakia than the 88. Delighted to have met you.
Oh, good Lord. I don't believe it. It couldn't be. Must have a closer look. Great Scott, it is. Graham, I tell you, I got the shock of my life. You chaps here at Scotland Yard are probably used to seeing that sort of thing.
Sir Phillip, do you want to begin at the beginning?
Since when do you call me Sir Phillip? This is an unofficial visit. So our train pulls into Paddington, you see. This chap in my compartment gets up, says something about my trying another tobacco mixture, and he leaves. I look where he's been sitting, and there are 2 footprints in the carpeting. Footprints, I think. That's strange. I keep looking, and they go to the door exactly as he did. I bend over, and they are bloody.
Indeed.
Yes. Bloody footprints. Real blood. I can tell. Lord knows I've seen enough blood in South Africa. The Zulus.
What train was this?
The 8 o'clock from Aldershot.
What compartment were you in?
Center coach, first class, right in the middle.
Excuse me, Sir Phillip.
Graham, you've done it again. Sir Phillip.
You rang Inspector Graham?
Yes. Get in touch with all the hospitals, will you? Find out whether anyone was admitted this morning suffering from a gunshot or a knife wound.
Right.
Then talk to the Paddington police. Have them examine the entire first-class carriage of the express that made the morning 8 o'clock Aldershot London run. Tell them I'm interested in footprints, bloody footprints. Now, I'd like a report within the hour.
Yes, Inspector.
All right, Philip. Now that we've taken care of that, would you care for some lunch?
Lunch?
Well, there's a new place around the corner from the yard. The men tell me it's quite decent.
Graham, I don't know.
What is it?
You're taking all this so lightly. I say I saw footprints in blood, and you say lunch.
Well, my dear friend, life must go on. Put all that out of your mind, and we'll take an hour off. By the way, how is Margaret?
Margaret? I'd rather we didn't talk about it just now.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. Trouble at home?
That's enough to drive a man to do things he certainly would be sorry for, but I've managed so far to keep myself in hand. All right, I'm ready. Shall we go?
We're back. Any word from Paddington?
I left the report on your desk, Inspector.
Yes. Any word from the hospitals?
No one reported shot or wounded this morning anywhere.
Well, of course, your young man could have had himself treated privately. Here it is. Paddington Police inspected entire first class. No footprints in any of the compartments.
It occurred to me over lunch, Graham. It may sound foolish to say this, but did I really meet that man? I had a subaltern in the Fusiliers who went through the most terrible depressions, anxieties, and he swore up and down I had given him permission to go upriver. I had done no such thing. When they brought him back, he told me word for word our conversation. It had never taken place.
Philip, this is England. If anything, our climate is the exact opposite of sultry southeast Africa. No, I must presume the constable did not inspect the right train.
Oh, I'm relieved. You do believe me, then?
My dear chap, after 30 years, I'd trust you with the truth before I'd trust my own mother.
That's it in a nutshell, isn't it? The matter of trust.
Now. Sit down, relax.
You're busy. I must go.
Well, I have a meeting in 10 minutes. 9 minutes are yours. Now, please sit.
Trust? I don't know. It's sad. After one's been married as long as I have, one spends a good bit of time closing one's eyes. I suppose you have to.
Well, it depends why you're playing ostrich, wouldn't you say?
Margaret is a most presentable woman. I don't deny that. During the day, I'm here in London. She's at home in Aldershot. I'm not always sure who she's with.
Are these marital upsets are delicate affairs? Have you said anything to her? That you are suspicious? That's what you're about to tell me, isn't it?
Yes. No, I've said nothing to her. There's a house guest, a man staying with us a bit younger than I.
Pay no attention. He's making eyes at Margaret, I imagine.
How did you know?
Well, Margaret is a very attractive woman. You said it yourself. But, Philip, a word to the wise. So far as Margaret and your house guest are concerned, don't start something they might finish.
Don't give anyone any ideas.
I'll give you a call tomorrow in case we come up with something about your man on the train.
I'll be on the same 8 o'clock. I certainly hope I don't run into him again.
That was the beginning of a case I call The Visions of Sir Phillip Sydney. I'll give you a little background on Philip. He's about my age, 55. He met his wife Margaret in South Africa in 1879, when he was there fighting the Zulus. She was Red Cross. Export-import is his business, and he's done very well at it. They have no children, and the suspicions you heard him voice to me were the very first signs of trouble at home.
I beg your pardon. I think I've come into the wrong compartment.
I'm sure you haven't. It's I who am probably the interloper. Well, this is a smoker, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Well, then you won't mind a lady who smokes. Do sit down.
Well, thank you.
I gather this is your particular compartment.
As a matter of fact, I do generally come in here. Habit, I suppose.
Very comforting to know how one is going. It's where one is headed that's the difficulty, isn't it?
I suppose. Yes. Do you mind?
My dear sir, it's I who've invaded your privacy, and you must do what you always do on your way from Aldershot to London. Oh, I love the smell of a pipe. Please, light it.
Oh, thank you.
After all, if you can put up with a woman who dares smoke a cigarette.
Oh, I can, I assure you. A great many women are smoking tobacco these days. In South Africa, no one thinks anything of it.
Oh, so you've been to South Africa?
I was with Lord Chelmsford when we invaded Zululand.
You live in Aldershot?
Oh, have for years. My wife and I are off Sainsbury Road. My name is Sydney, Sir Phillip.
We live such a quiet existence. I hope I'll be forgiven that your name escapes me. We must be getting there. If you'd be so good as to hand me my case, a kind gentleman put it up on the rack for me when I got on.
Oh, certainly. Happy to. Oh, here you are, madam. Can you manage it all right?
Oh, yes. It's quite light, just a little large. Excuse me, I think I'll walk up to the front of the train. It makes getting off that much easier when we arrive.
Well, let me open the door for you.
Thank you.
Interesting. Beautiful woman. Wonder why she wears a veil with such fine features. I say, no. Not again. Madam! 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 Gone. Great Scott. Wait till I tell Graham about this. Yes, beautiful, Graham. That is as much as I could see of her face. Wearing a black veil. Quite a stunning woman.
Young? Middle-aged?
About Margaret's age, I'd say. Somewhere between young and middle-aged.
How tall?
I'm never very good at feet and inches. About Margaret's height, more or less.
You didn't get her name by any chance?
She didn't offer it, although I told her mine. Graham, what can we do about this?
Well, I'll put through the same inquiry I did yesterday. Check hospitals and examine the floor of the compartment. I'll have a look at the morning 8 o'clock train myself. I'll feel more secure if I searched for the footprints myself. Sometimes, you know, the pattern of the carpet can obscure certain marks. I think it's important I find them.
And if you don't?
My dear friend, don't even consider that.
If you don't find the bloody footprints, I'm imagining things.
It could be a touch of your old sickness, Philip. Or there may be two people who have conspired to make you believe you're not quite mentally responsible. And I will not accept that.
You're a good friend.
Well, I'll get cracking on this right now. I'll call your office before you leave for the day.
Well, I'll stay right there until I hear from you.
The news was not good. No wounded, veiled lady was reported by any hospital in London. I myself examined the very compartment Philip had ridden in. Not a trace of blood anywhere. I called him at his office. He took it very badly.
To see and hear things in such detail, and to find that one's best friend, the Chief Inspector at Scotland Yard, has no explanation whatsoever, would be a serious blow to anyone. When Sir Phillip Sydney returned home, he refused dinner and shut himself up alone in his rooms, not to emerge before the following morning, Friday the 13th. I shall return shortly with Act 2.
Hey, everybody, how can you top an Armour hot dog? Hot dogs, Armour hot dogs. What do pigs put on Armour hot dogs? Mustard, ketchup, pickles, onions, cheese, salad, sour crab. I like mine with chili, please. Oh, hot dogs, Armour hot dogs. The dog pig loves to fight. The dog pig loves to fight.
Countdown to cure.
Hi, this is Henry Winkler with a message from the Leukemia Society of America. Leukemia treatment and research has advanced encouragingly during the last 10 years. We are now able to stop the progress of this disease in many cases, especially children. But more than half of all leukemia occurs in persons over 60 years of age. Each year there are 23,000 new cases. So please support the Leukemia Society's countdown to a cure. It's a matter of time. Thank you. Edna? Do you have the key? Oh, never mind. We forgot to lock the door.
I'll hang up the coats, Melvin.
Good girl.
Oop. Melvin. Take a look in the closet.
Edna,
Yes, Melvin.
there's a dog in the closet.
Hiya. Don't worry, it's me, McGruff, the crime dog.
He talks.
Of course. How else could I tell you not to leave your door unlocked?
Oh, you're McGruff, the crime dog.
Edna, you're talking to a dog.
I'll say it again. Lock your windows and doors. Use a timer to turn lights on and off.
Oh.
And tell your neighbors to keep an eye on your house.
Good idea.
By the way, you got a neighborhood watch program?
Neighborhood watch? What's that?
That's where you and your neighbors learn how to protect each other and your neighborhood. But find out more. Write to McGruff, Box 6600, Rockville, Maryland, and help take a bite out of crime.
Edna, lock the door.
Gotcha.
A message from the Crime Prevention Coalition and the Ad Council.
When our curtain first rose on this drama, I spoke of the possibility of two halves of the human brain acting independently once their connecting nerves were severed. A physiological effect resulting from a physiological fact. I now propose you assume that this might also happen as a result of a psychological trauma. Let us see, as Act 2 unfolds, whether they bring us closer to the mark.
May I join you?
By all means.
Right, is this a smoker?
Oh, it is, yes.
Ah, good. I hoped I'd find a compartment where I could smoke, but now I found it, I'd just as soon not.
Exactly how I feel today. I only come in here out of habit. Years of going up to London. I generally have a pipe, but I've given it up.
Yeah, pity. I could never do that. Smoking calms me. Terrific pressure in my lung.
Oh, this is the first day I've stopped. Woke up this morning with a terrible premonition, as though I were reliving the whole raid at Rorke's Drift.
Oh, don't tell me you saw action in Zululand. I lost 2 brothers there.
No wonder. 10,000 Zulus coming at you out of nowhere.
You fought with Colonel Dunford?
I was at the colonel's side all through it, until he was killed.
Ah, and you escaped with your life. Fortunate man.
I escaped, I suppose because they saw me lying there and took me for dead. But I just as soon not talk about it.
Can't say I blame you. I say, is today some kind of a holiday?
Well, not to my knowledge. Perfectly ordinary Friday the 13th.
I ask if it's a holiday because there's nothing but ladies on the train. It's absolutely full up with females.
I say, has the train stopped?
So it has. We shall never reach London at this rate.
Tickets, please. Good morning, Sir Phillip.
Well, here you are.
Thank you.
Here's mine. I say, Conductor, why have we stopped?
Just something up ahead, sir. We'll be on our way as soon as you can say Scotland Yard. Thank you. Shall I leave this door open or closed?
Leave it open, Conductor.
Did you hear what he said?
Yes. Shall I leave the door open or closed?
No, before that.
Before that? Tickets, please.
No, something about Scotland Yard. Very strange. Oh, never mind. It's peculiar. There it is again. That feeling of doom. May I ask you a personal question?
By all means.
Have we met before?
Well, not to my knowledge, no.
Do you live in Aldershot?
No, I live in London. The train still hasn't started. I think I'll duck out for a moment and see what's going on. You want to come along?
No, thank you. I'll stay here.
Well, enjoyed talking with you. If I find out anything, I'll be back.
Wait! Come back! Oh, Conductor, I was looking for you.
Anything I can do for you, Sir Phillip?
That gentleman who just left my compartment. Did you see which way he went? Forward or toward the rear of the train?
What gentleman in your compartment?
The one with white hair.
I'm afraid I didn't see any gentleman, sir.
What do you mean? You took his ticket along with mine.
Are you sure it was today? The train has been very crowded this past week. This is the first day we're traveling practically empty.
Are you saying there are not dozens of ladies aboard and the train's not full up?
Heavens, no, hardly anyone's traveling. I haven't had one lady, sir.
And you didn't take a ticket from a white-haired gentleman sitting with me in the center compartment?
Oh, no, sir. I only took yours, Sir Phillip.
Do you happen to remember the lady who shared my compartment yesterday? Fine features, wore a black veil.
Let me think.
The day before that, a younger gentleman.
I make so many runs, it's a little hard to remember any but the faithful regulars like yourself, Sir Phillip. We should be arriving any moment.
Good thing we went for lost time.
Lost time, sir?
Back a bit when we stopped.
Begging your pardon, sir, this train hasn't lost 1 minute since we began this morning's run. It hasn't stopped at all, Sir Phillip.
Graham, I don't know what I would have done if you had been too busy to see me.
Oh, never too busy to see you, Philip. Besides, I do enjoy lunch at your Marco Polo Club.
Waiter, Scotch?
No, a little sherry before lunch suits me.
Yes, Sir Phillip?
Oh, one sherry, one Scotch.
Yes, sir.
Graham, whether the conductor admitted it or not, there was a man in my compartment today, and the train did stop.
For how long?
At least 5 minutes. Could have been 10.
Well, I'll send someone down this afternoon to grill the conductor and the dispatcher and the records.
But why? Why am I being put through this?
I'll see if I have this correct. You notice the train has stopped.
So does the man with me.
He goes out to investigate, and suddenly you go chasing after him. Why did you do that?
I don't know what to make of this, Graham. As he went out the door, I noticed his white hair was cut at the back, exactly like yours, ducktail fashion. I said to myself, I wonder if this chap is related to Graham.
One sherry, one Scotch.
Thank you. We'll order a little later. Where was I?
Well, you thought the man looked like me from the back.
He did.
Did he tell you his name?
No, he didn't. In the past 3 days, I've shared the compartment with 3 strangers, none of whom identified themselves. Then I go find the conductor, and the rest of that, I've told you.
Is that all?
I've left the most telling thing for last. I went back. I didn't wish to look at the floor. I knew if I did, I would see it. You know that feeling? Being certain that what one doesn't wish to see is there. I fought with myself. Don't look, don't look. I kept my eyes closed until we reached Paddington Station. I got up to go, and there they were. Footprints. The man's footprints. I was horror-struck. I bent down and touched it, put it to my mouth, and then I fainted.
What could I do? It was beyond Scotland Yard. Was it hysteria? Were 3 people and a conductor conspiring to send a man around the bend? If so, they must have known of his shell-shocked state when he was brought back from Africa. I decided to spend the weekend in Aldershot at Sir Phillip's.
Peter, it's so good to see you. It's been too long.
Margaret, what a pleasure.
I understand Philip has been coming round to your office 3 days in a row. He hasn't told me why.
Oh, well, old friends always have things to talk about.
Peter, I'm so pleased you're here.
You are one of the very few who know me by my first name. Well, I came alone because I'm worried about your husband. The 3 days he came to see me at the yard were not social meetings. I said I would help, and that's why I'm here.
Is that all you're going to tell me?
Oh, that's all I can say right now. Margaret, is there anything I don't know about Philip's condition when you were in Africa? How he was at the hospital after the massacre at Rorke's Drift?
Well, you might as well know the truth. He wasn't with Durnford's men when they were overwhelmed, although he says he was. Perhaps he believes it. I've never known. He wandered in the next morning. They all lay there, dead. Then he suffered loss of memory. He had fits of anger and sorrow. That's when I first saw him at the hospital. It was shock.
But it's been quite a few years. Has he recovered completely?
Sometimes he imagines things. You remember the Zulu leader, Getswemo, that tyrant? Well, he had to be gotten rid of, and after the massacre, he was captured and exiled to the Cape. Sometimes I'd come into the ward, and Philip would be having these imaginary conversations with him. He still does. Swears he's visited us. And then weeks, months will go by, and he won't remember a thing about Africa. He goes to business. Nobody suspects anything. Have you met our house guest?
No, I haven't. I don't know a thing about him, no.
Oh, there you are, Graham. Doesn't he look well, Margaret? Our old friend, Graham. You should see his office. He has a desk 20 feet across.
Margaret tells me you have a house guest.
I told you, didn't I? Trevor Hayes. He was a major in my outfit. Where is he, Margaret?
Oh, he said he was going for a short walk. I'll see if I can find him. Philip, why don't you see if Peter wants something to drink?
I was just about to ask him. What kind of a host do you take me for?
Now, Philip. Aren't you being a little rough on her?
No, sometimes she interferes in things that are not her concern. What will you have?
Do you have any sherry?
Still sherry. Not something stronger?
No, thanks.
I'm glad you're here. I hope this weekend you can solve this. Feeling the stress.
Short with strangers, as you were with Margaret, there are those who wouldn't understand.
It's only Margaret. I'll be frank. Her actions in the past month have been getting under my skin. I think I've been more than tolerant.
Tolerant about what?
When Trevor Haight arrived in England a few weeks ago, he wanted to know, could he stay here? And Margaret said, please, yes, be our guest.
He's the one you're accusing of coming between you and Margaret?
He knew her when she was a nurse in Africa, before I knew her. I don't know what their friendship consisted of, and I don't want to. Can you blame me?
Well, surely there isn't anything to it.
Isn't there? I didn't know then what I know now.
Philip, are you sure?
Tell me, is it possible to put something into someone's mind if they don't wish it to be there?
Well, I really can't answer that. Where's my sherry?
Sorry. Forgot. That's what happens when I get roiled up. I forget everything. Yeah.
Darling, I found Trevor.
She found Trevor.
Peter, I'd like you to meet Trevor Haight.
How do you do?
I've already told him what an old friend you are of the family.
How do you do?
I understand you were in the Zulu War with Sir Phillip here.
I suppose you could say that. We were certainly on the same side.
What do you mean by that?
No more than you heard.
I don't care for that remark, not one bit.
That's a shame, Sir Philip, but I'm not in the habit of watching every word I say.
Trevor, please.
If the shoe fits, wear it, I say.
Get that man out of my house. Do you hear me? Margaret, out!
What's happened to you?
Out. I want him out by tomorrow morning.
Delighted.
Philip, please. There's nothing for you to be upset about. Darling, I beg you, don't do anything you'll be sorry for.
Suddenly, the air was filled with sparks of anger, jealousy, and hatred. Margaret thrust herself between the visitor and her husband. One couldn't help noticing the man she called darling was not her husband. It became apparent I was being placed in the middle of a domestic quarrel, not a position I could particularly enjoy since I knew both men had been in the army and had no hesitation about using guns.
Yes, what it comes down to is jealousy, impure and unsimple. Beware, my lord of jealousy, said the bard, the green-eyed monster, which doth mock the meat it feeds on. I shall return shortly with Act 3.
Weekdays on CBS television. Wake up to comedy with One Day at a Time.
You really think you're hot stuff, don't you, Simon?
Ladies in this building don't call me super for nothing.
Then, keep laughing as Mel lays down the law on Alice.
There is only one rule in the restaurant business, Vera. Get them to swallow it.
And The Price is Right with the priceless Bob Barker. That's One Day at a Time. Alice and The Price is Right. Weekdays on CBS television. Check your local listings for the time.
When you get it,
Itchy red skin.
get corny. When you get it, darn bug. Get corny. When you get it,
Oh, touch of poison ivy.
get corny.
Cordaid gently works with your body's natural defenses. It's all you need for the relief of dermatitis and other minor itches and rashes.
When you get it,
Itchy eczema.
get corny.
You can follow label directions.
It's athletes versus MS, multiple sclerosis. This is Frank Gifford spreading the word about a dynamic new team which is banding together to help stop MS, the terrible crippler of young adults. Multiple sclerosis is a crippling disease of the central nervous system, which generally strikes in the prime of one's life, from 20 to 40. But the sports world is fighting back against MS. People like Hank Aaron, Tom Seaver, John Havlicek,
And Joe DiMaggio, Frank, that's me. Baseball has always been a big part of my life. It's a game where you learn quickly about the value of your teamwork. And that's why I believe in Athletes versus MS. We're putting a team together that can beat MS, multiple sclerosis. Athletes like Billie Jean King, Hank Aaron, Muhammad Ali, Lee Trevino, and so many others all are spreading the word that MS is their cause and asking everyone to join the fight against MS. There's no cure yet, but there's hope through research. Join us. Support your local chapter of the National Multiple Sclerosis Society.
Sir Phillip Sydney has shared a compartment with 3 strangers on the train from Aldershot to London on 3 successive days. Each time, the unknown traveling companion has disappeared, leaving behind a bloodied footprint, which nobody but Sir Phillip has seen. Spending the weekend with him and his wife Margaret, and Trevor Haight, a house guest, is an old family friend, Inspector P.G. Graham of Scotland Yard.
May I come in, Mr. Graham?
Oh, yes, certainly, Mr. Haight.
They've given you the nicest guest room in the house.
Oh, it pays to be the oldest.
Your door was open, otherwise I wouldn't have disturbed you.
Oh, just sitting here making notes. Do sit down. Are you staying with the Sydneys for long?
That's an amusing question. You heard the ultimatum before dinner, Mr. Graham.
Mr. Haight, I think you're the only person under this roof who doesn't know I'm with Scotland Yard.
Has a crime been committed?
Well, not so far as I know, no. But your question's well taken. We don't generally put in an appearance until after such an event. However, since Sir Phillip is an old friend, I'm here to put his mind at rest and unravel a mystery that's been plaguing him.
I can tell you, Inspector, I don't want any trouble with the man. It was Margaret who insisted I come here until I settled to a place of my own in London. I have a post with the War Department. No, Sir Phillip has never been very friendly.
He says it's because you've been more than friendly with his wife.
With Margaret? Nothing could be further from the truth.
Well, then why do you suppose he ordered you out of the house?
I was a major in the same outfit. Sir Phillip is not the first man whose battle fatigue takes the form of unreasonable suspicion.
Were you familiar with Sir Philip's condition when he was brought to the hospital at the Cape?
Yes, I was.
The shock he underwent at Rorke's Drift, did he leave the hospital cured?
Phillip Sydney wasn't with Jernford's men. I was. I was the only officer who remained alive. When Sir Phillip found me, he thought I was dead. I came to when he was searching my pockets. When he heard the rescue party arrive, he lay down and pretended he'd been knocked unconscious.
Why was he away from his regiment, wandering into your camp?
I've no idea. He was awarded military honors, and I kept silent. I put all his actions down to battle fatigue.
It's a very sad story you tell me. Something must have snapped.
You asked me if he was cured. He appeared so. Normal, but abnormally jealous. Margaret was the head Red Cross nurse. Every time I'd have a few words with her, Sir Phillip would have a fit.
Could it be because you were younger?
Not by that much. At any rate, I was finally transferred and only recently learned that Margaret had married him. When I arrived back in England, I spoke to her parents and they told me where to find her.
And I still don't understand why he fears you.
Perhaps because I'm the only living witness who could testify he doesn't deserve his medals.
Sorry to hear all that. Now, what was it you came to talk to me about?
About Margaret. Do you think
Inspector, you could persuade her it's unsafe for her to remain under this roof.
Well, assuming that there's some foundation for your fears, isn't it just as important to have Sir Phillip placed under some hospital restraint so he can be helped?
I see I've won round one. You believe me?
Not so much because of your analysis, that it's so convincing, but because Sir Phillip claims to have undergone strange events in the past 3 days.
Well, perhaps I can help. Can you tell me what they were?
He met 3 people on the train. He recognized none of them. Yet the first, as he describes him, fits you perfectly.
Fits me? What day was that?
Wednesday.
I never left this house Wednesday. Margaret will confirm that.
The second person he met on the train was a veiled lady. She resembled Margaret, yet he didn't recognize her.
Well, if that was Thursday, it was not Margaret.
And the last person he met was yesterday, Friday the 13th. A man who resembled me. So you see, Margaret is not the only one to fear for. Philip is also in danger.
Do you know from whom?
Possibly himself. I don't know how long I was asleep. It was quite dark outside. It could have been midnight or 1 or 2 in the morning. What awoke me were loud voices from the next room to mine.
I won't have it, Margaret. I won't stand for it anymore.
Philip, you're imagining things again. It isn't so.
Imagining, am I? Why is he here at all? Why did you invite him?
Darling, I've told you a dozen times. He was in England. He had no place to stay.
There are hotels, there are inns. Why here of all places?
Philip, I was afraid not to ask Trevor here.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
Because he knows. He's the only one who knows.
What are you talking about? I don't know what he knows. If there's something about the two of you before we met, I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything about your past. I forgive you.
Philip, will you try to sleep now?
Yes, I'm very tired.
I didn't like being party to that conversation, but there was no way of not overhearing. And then I must have fallen asleep. I woke with a start. A scream outside. I dashed out the door. The new moon shone a half-light over the garden. By a huge oak tree, there was Trevor Haight, trying to shield Margaret, who stood behind him. Philip was brandishing a revolver.
I've known it all along, Major Haight. I knew it then, and I know it now.
Philip, put that revolver down. Now, don't do anything that you'd regret for the rest of your life.
What kind of a fool do you take me for? I wake up. I look for Margaret. She's not in her bed. I ask myself, why isn't she here? Where would she be at this hour? I say to myself, she is meeting her lover. I come out to the garden, and there you both are.
Philip, I came out to talk to Trevor about you.
By accident, you just happened to be here.
No, we had arranged to meet.
That is something I believe.
I am trying to persuade Margaret to leave here.
I'm sure you are.
To go to her sister's until such a time when...
Until what time?
You need help, Philip. You really do.
Philip, put that gun down.
Graham?
You heard me. Put it down.
Graham, now don't interfere. You come one step closer and that's as far as you go.
No, Trevor, don't. Trevor, he shot him. Philip, you...
Philip! Having winged both Trevor and Margaret, Philip wheeled around. I dived for his legs, knocking him over, and in the struggle to disarm him, the gun went off a third time, hitting me in the shoulder. Philip entered a hospital for treatment. Time passed. The 3 of us recovered from our gunshot wounds.
I must say, if one has to go to a military hospital, this place has got one of the best kept gardens I've ever come across. What time is it?
3.
Inspector Graham's spending a long time today with Philip. Oh, yes, he's also meeting with the doctors.
Peter's been simply marvelous, hasn't he? Can you ever forget the way he leaped forward and knocked poor Philip down?
And got it in the shoulder for his trouble. Margaret, Trevor.
Oh, Peter, you gave me such a start. How is Philip?
Well, he really is brighter, more realistic. We have every reason to hope.
I'm glad he's all over his confusion, Inspector.
You've really been wonderful, Peter, to give so much of your time to these visits.
Well, if the shoe were on the other foot, Philip would be doing the same for me. Some things you never forget. How little I was able to do for him when he came to my office describing a passenger to me. It, was you, Trevor.
But haven't we already discussed that it
Could not be? An illusion of you. Just as Margaret appeared to him the next day as the veiled lady. And the last phantasmagoria, myself. The doctors analyze it by saying Philip was prey to his own precognition.
What does that mean?
Well, having imagined he was wronged, first by you, Trevor, because you had pierced his sham as the only survivor at Rorke's Drift in Zululand.
Philip really believed that. But how did I wrong him?
The apparition representing you was veiled. He even called her the veiled lady. When is one veiled, Margaret?
At a wedding?
And?
At a funeral.
And who was the veiled lady in mourning for?
Possibly for Philip himself.
Oh, his poor, poor brain.
And the footprints. He visualized the three of us as wounded and bleeding, anticipating actions he would have to take.
He knew he was going to shoot us?
Yes, part of him knew. That's the part we hope that can be taken away from him, or return it somewhere to sleep in his mind, if that's where it belongs.
But you say you do find him better?
Today, yes, vastly better.
Margaret, I must go. I want to catch the 4 o'clock back to London. Coming, Inspector?
Yes, yes. And it's your turn now, Margaret. He's waiting for you. Let me know when the next visiting day takes place, and perhaps it won't be too long before I'm visiting him at your home.
Or we come to yours. Goodbye, Trevor. Bye-bye, Peter.
Have they left, Margaret?
Since only one person is allowed to see you at a time, I like them to be first, so I can be last.
Well, that suits me. Trevor looks pretty well these days, doesn't he?
Yes, I think he's got a flat in London now, not far from his office at the War Department. He's more settled. Philip?
Yes, dear.
What do I have to do or say to convince you?
About what?
I was just noticing you didn't mention Peter and his work at Scotland Yard, and you've known him practically all your life. And he's been to see you every single day. Not a word. But you do ask about Trevor. What did I think about how well he looked? Darling, I don't care how he looks. I only care about you. There was never anything between us. Even before you and I married, there wasn't. Now, what can I do to make you believe that?
No, don't say any more. I'm making a fresh start.
Well, you'd better. I'm warning you. There are not many women who are grazed by a husband's bullet and still wish to remain married.
Oh, you're right. What possessed me? I shall never know.
I won't accept that as an excuse anymore. And the next time you share a compartment on the train with a veiled lady, I can assure you it will be your wife who will be jealous.
Is that your promise?
Because I love you, Philip. Very much. Sir Phillip Sydney made a complete recovery, and never once during his long ensuing life was he plagued by guilt or visions. In those days, a century ago, psychoanalytical treatment was in its infancy. Still, the afflicted could regain mental health. Inner conflicts did not require analysis. Love and life were most effective therapy, and in some cases still are. I shall return shortly. Beth, what size does this dress come in?
I think only up to 12. Wish I could get down to 12.
Well, try a diet.
With those diet pills?
Something else.
AIDS.
AIDS?
The AIDS diet plan with appetite suppression candy cubes.
Both AIDS cubes and diet pills help curb hunger, but AIDS Do More help satisfy your need to taste, chew, and enjoy.
Cheesecake, Mary?
No, thanks.
He says you have willpower. I have AIDS.
AIDS help curb hunger and satisfy taste. Use only as directed.
2 packs, please. You spend that much for cigarettes every day?
Yeah, I'm a smoker.
So stop.
Easy to say.
Get help with Bantron.
Bantron smoking deterrent tablets help you break the cigarette habit because they help ease your craving for nicotine. The more you want to stop smoking, the more Bantron helps.
What's that? My piggy bank to hold the money I saved every day since I started Bantron and stopped smoking.
Bantron helps you break the cigarette habit. Use only as directed.
If you've been reading about wise money management in your favorite publications, you've undoubtedly heard about Dreyfus Liquid Assets, one of the world's largest money market funds, and about the big yields you can get on your money right now. Start with as little as $2,500. Make added investments as low as $100. With Dreyfus Liquid Assets, your money is yours whenever you need it. Phone for it, have it sent to your bank, or write a redemption check for cash or to pay your larger bills. You keep right on earning that high.
It was G.K. Chesterton who wrote, "The world will never starve for want of wonder, but only for want of wonder." Now, open your dictionary, please. Definition of the noun wonder. The feeling of astonishment and awe aroused by something strange, incredible. I believe the story soon to unfold is strange enough, incredible enough, to arouse in you astonishment and awe. Still, maybe not. You may cynically not believe a word of it.
We've got to find out what you lost. You've repressed it, blocked it, but somewhere it's trapped in your subconscious and we'll root it out. Now what's this about no committed relationships?
I quit before I start one. Like with girls. I'm afraid I'll...
You'll what?
I'm afraid I'll hurt her.
Physically?
I don't know.
Or afraid you'll destroy the relationship if it begins?
I don't know. Quit asking me. I don't want to know.
Our mystery drama, 3 Fireflies in a Bottle, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Nancy Moore and stars Russell Horton. I will be back shortly with Act 1. I won't venture to tell this peculiar tangled story myself. Is that cowardly of me? Perhaps I freely confess that its complexities, its wheels within wheels, leave me confused. So it will be told by Robbie Clayton, a young man of odd experience, to say the least. It's his own story, beginning when he was 7, and suddenly saw in his room... Well, you see, I am tempted to tell this story, jealous of my role as storyteller. No, I resist, and give you Robbie Clayton.
I didn't know what he was. 13 years ago, at 7 years old, how could I know? The fact that he looked weirdly different from people didn't surprise or bother me. A 7-year-old's world is a patchwork of surprises anyhow. And he didn't seem as magical to me as a circus clown I'd seen shot from a cannon. So I wasn't scared at all when he simply appeared one day in my room.
Robbie, I've come to see you from the stars. I've come from outer space to be your friend. My name is Al. Hello, Al. I've got
3 fireflies in a bottle, and they look like stars.
To me, outer space was just a big friendly sky, and I had no sense of wonder that Arl came from there. I thought everyone had a friend like him who appeared sometimes when you were lonely, and who knew without words what you were thinking, and you knew what he was thinking too. Talking without words was a new game. I liked it. I liked Arl. Of course, my parents believed Arl was their little boy's overactive imagination. I remember what they said when I told them about my new friend.
John, do you realize what our Robbie has done?
Certainly. He's lonely out here in the country. No brothers or sisters. He's made up a playmate.
Oh, I've heard of other children doing that. Isn't it sweet?
Robbie, tell us what your friend Arl looks like.
I don't know how to tell.
Oh, of course you do. A smart little boy like you.
He's got more eyes than me. He can see everywhere, all the time.
Oh, such an imagination. Darling, where does Arl live?
On a star named... it's a hard word, Mama.
Try.
Named, Brig Brog.
Big Brog.
Say now, that is a hard word. Tell us again how he talks to you.
He thinks, and I think.
John, where on earth would Robbie get such an idea?
Who knows?
Now, Precious, tell us how Arl comes to see you.
In a great big red top.
See, Katie? Arl's spaceship is shaped like Robbie's red singing top. Cute, huh?
Oh, I wish Papa and I could see Arl in that spaceship.
Arl says grown-ups can't see him because they don't want to. They're scared to hear what he wants to tell them.
John, you ever heard of such an imagination in a child of 7? Isn't he adorable?
They didn't think I was adorable by the time I was 8. Their son was too big for foolish baby games. By now, I should have outgrown Arl. My father said, with a sternness I'd never heard before,
Robbie, I want this nonsense stopped. There is no such person as Arl. He's made up like stories in books. Babar, Pinocchio. Not true, it's pretense. From now on, you will stop talking about Arl.
I stopped. But that didn't mean Arl stopped coming. He began to tell me more and more about where he came from and why.
Red Brogians don't behave like earthlings, Robbie. We have no hate in Red Brog. No wars, no fear or pain or hunger.
A kind of paradise, I realize now, though Arl never used thoughts, that word. He tried to explain much more than my 8-year-old mind could grasp. Looking back now, I understand that Arl was predicting what's coming to pass on the planet Earth today.
Earthlings pollute Earth. They pollute space. Worst of all, they pollute minds with greed and hate and war. Why do they? Earth is a very primitive planet. It stubbornly refuses to learn. Thus it is streaking backward at dangerous speed, rushing to its destruction. My small friend, do you ask again why? Why? Because Earthlings are full of hate. They feed their hate and do not feed the hungry mouths crying all over the planet.
I had never known hunger. What Arl said had no meaning for me. And finally came the day when he had to do more than talk to an 8-year-old.
Small friend, time for your planet is slipping away. I can wait no longer for you to understand. You are to tell the grown ones what I have thought transferred into your mind. You tell them, Arl. Oh, they are too blind and destructive even to see, much less hear and listen. They won't listen to me either. Oh, if an innocent child reports matters far beyond his ken, the grown ones will have to listen. They will know such knowledge could not be fantasized by a little boy, but the warnings had to be told to you by a superior intelligence, and Earth will act to save itself. You will tell your mother and father, Robbie.
They don't want me to talk about you.
What you will say is not about me. It is about the world, its future, their future. It is about cataclysm, dissolution, annihilation. They and all else will perish if they do not take heed. You will tell them, small friend.
Mama, Papa, the world is streaking backwards at dangerous speed.
What, son?
It is. Earthlings don't do right. They're dumb.
Earthlings? Now where did you pick up that word?
On TV, John.
They pollute Earth. They pollute space. They pollute minds with greed and hate and war.
Did you hear that, Peter? What a memory our Robbie has.
Well, I guess he hears that stuff on TV.
No, Papa. Earth is rushing to its destruction.
Heaven.
Oh, get those big words, Katie. I tell you, our son may just be a genius.
You have to listen. Earthlings are full of hate. They feed their hate and do not feed the hungry mouths crying all over the planet.
Darling, you haven't heard this kind of thing at school, have you?
No. Please listen, Mama. Listen, Papa.
I am listening. Is there more of this?
Time for our planet is slipping away. Take heed, or all will perish. See, Papa? That's why I have to tell you. And you'll listen, because I couldn't make it up. And now you'll save everything.
What the devil is this all about?
About... I forget. No, wait. It is about cataclysm and dissolution and annihilation.
John.
Robbie, where have you heard this? Who's been teaching you those words? Robbie.
I can't tell.
You will tell me.
John, don't frighten him. Look, darling, we're very impressed with what you're saying.
You are?
Mm-hmm, and we're listening to every word.
Well, then you tell everyone. You tell the president, and Earth won't run backwards anymore. You believe all, and you'll save the world.
So it's Arl.
Oh, Robbie.
Now, I told you not to make up any more stories about that creature. Stand up.
John.
Stand up.
Yes, sir.
I have never whipped you in my life.
John, no.
It's the only way to teach you not to disobey. Not to tell lies, and most important, teach you to give up that thing named Arl.
My father pushed a chair back with such force, it crashed against the wall. He laid me across my own chair and struck me again and again. Sobbing, I stumbled to my room. Arl was there, and I was my father's son.
You think? I hate you. You tell lies. I hate you. Go away.
I threw books at him. Roller skates, a tinker toy. I was living up to what Arl said about Earthlings. Full of hate, of fury, I wanted to destroy. Arl stood motionless. No thought came from him to me. I had cut off communication. The things I hurled bounced off him, and his many eyes, always so bright, were dim and sad. He began to flicker, to fade, and he was gone. That's when I came to my senses.
Oh, come back. I didn't mean it. You're my friend. I didn't mean it. Oh, please, come back.
But my friend didn't come back. Had he ever been there at all? Real or made up? The memory of him receded from my mind. That little boy forgot him completely. Only now, when I'm 20, the memory is back. And I realize how Arl, gone, vanished, forgotten, still influenced my life 9 years later, when I was 17. I've got it straight at last, after having it crooked for so long.
We ask the same question. Was Arl ever there at all? Or had Robbie's imagination been fired, not by elves and gnomes of the Brothers Grimm, but by television's flying saucers shaped like tops and spacemen shaped like Arl? Whether he was real or imagined, there is more about Arl to come. We're told that he affected Robbie's teenage life in another way. Shortly, in Act 2, we will learn in what way. 8-year-old Robbie Clayton grew and flourished and turned 17. All memory of Arl had long since vanished, strangely erased, and never mentioned by his parents. But he grew up with a sense of loss, which he couldn't understand, for it had no name. Yet was it a sublimated memory of Arl that made the young teenager a passionate devotee of UFOs.
I was a UFO freak, all right. You wouldn't believe the nights I spent under the stars trying to spook one to come my way. I even prayed I'd see one, but I never did. The spring I was 17, I began to go a little batty on the subject. One night, I got this crazy idea. My girlfriend Buffy and I were stretched out by the stream on my dad's property in the country, watching for UFOs. And something Buffy said triggered a memory.
Robbie, look. The stars. Way up there, they look like fireflies, don't they?
Fireflies?
Well, don't they? Don't you think stars look like fireflies?
Once, I told someone fireflies look like stars. Who did I say that to? Who was it?
How would I know?
Wait, it's coming back. I was just a little kid. I had 3 fireflies in a bottle, and I said to... Who was it? I can't remember. I got to.
Why is it so important?
Well, I don't know, but it is. It is, Buffy. Like something big is trying to get into my head. Hey, you stars up there! Hey, you fireflies! Help me remember! I can't.
So what? You were just a little kid with fireflies in a bottle. Hey, Robbie, wouldn't it be juicy if we could catch a UFO as easy as a firefly? We put it in a bottle and be famous.
Buffy, all of a sudden I got it figured. It's the something big trying to get into my head. I am going to catch a UFO. I'm going to be famous.
Oh, sure. One of these days, next month, next year, sure.
Now, tomorrow, it's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. Oh, I got this great idea. Fireflies put it into my head. I don't know how, but they did.
Oh, come on, Robbie. Some little old lightning bug gave you an idea?
Now, listen, don't I know everything there is to know about spaceships? Oh, sure, secondhand, but I know, don't I? No? Don't I?
Yes.
So, what's to stop me from claiming I saw one?
What?
Yeah, and make everyone believe me, too.
You mean make it all up, lie about it?
Why not? I'll make up a sighting different from everybody else's.
Do you really think?
Yes, I really think. I got almost the whole story in my head right now without even trying.
Oh, Robbie, it's crazy.
It's not crazy. I deserve it. I got it right.
What right? Who gave you the right?
They did. The UFOs did. They know about me. They know. Listen, here's one way it'll be different. Now, everybody always sees spacemen. Robbie Clayton's going to see a space woman. Hey, up there, you spaceships, I've got a space lady in a bottle. I worked out my story, and it was a zinger. I began to believe it myself. The next day, I called the Department of Defense UFO Division. I made my pitch to the guy at the other end, Major Harris. He asked a bunch of questions, but I had all the answers rehearsed. Then he said he'd come himself that very evening to investigate. I thank the Lord my folks were in Europe so they couldn't louse up the act. First, the Major asked to see where the UFO came to pick me up. I took him to the stream. We left his car on the road about a quarter-mile away.
Right here, huh, Claiborne?
Yes, sir. Right here. I was fishing, see, and all of a sudden, this UFO is right beside me. I didn't see it or hear it before. It was right here.
Yeah, well, I don't see any marks where it stood.
Oh, no, sir, because it was never on the ground, just above, about a foot above.
Hovering?
Yes, sir, hovering.
Shape?
Like a top, like the shape of those big musical tops kids play with.
Color?
Red.
Size?
Well, I was really surprised. I thought UFOs were...
Never mind what you thought. Just tell me the size.
Well, as near as I can figure, about 50 feet around and like 20 feet high.
So what happened?
Well, it had a round door. It was open, and standing right there was, I can hardly believe it, was a girl. Not a man, a girl. A woman. How about that, Major Harris?
Interesting. Describe the woman.
She looked a lot like people. I mean, Earth people. Only she didn't. I mean, her face did, and her body did, but she was tall, real tall, maybe 7 feet. And her eyes, great big eyes, well, they were purple. And so was her hair.
Purple. Wow.
She was beautiful. More than anyone I've ever seen. I think the word is, ethereal.
Ethereal. All right, then what?
She talked to me. That space lady stood there and talked to me. But neither one of us had to say one word.
Telepathy. In English?
Well, I don't know. Honest, I don't know. I just know I understood it. She said her name was, Arling.
Robert Clayton, are you prepared to take a lie detector test on this matter?
What?
You heard me. A lie detector test. Fat chance. You think I don't know you wouldn't dare take one? You think you're the first star-struck punk that ever tried to pull this kind of con?
It's not a con. It is not. She was here. I swear she was here.
You really believe you could do a number on the United States Air Force? I knew on the phone you were another fake. We get liars like you by the carload. But you think I'd bother to stop by here if I didn't live in Baltimore and this was on my way home?
I'm not a liar. I'm not.
So long, kid. Clean up your act. You never saw a UFO and you never will. Purple eyes, purple hair.
I wanted to die. I laid face down on the grass and cried. While I talked to the Major, I had myself so psyched up, I really believed Arling had been there. I could see her. I really could. What a fool I felt now. A punk. Just like he said. A star-struck young punk. I lay there on the grass like that until I heard a voice.
Robbie Clayton.
I thought the Major was back. I rolled over and looked up at a huge red top hovering. Standing in its round doorway was a tall extraterrestrial being with purple eyes and purple hair. I thought I'd gone out of my skull. The second I thought that, she knew I thought it.
You are knocked out of your mind. I am here. My name is Arling, and I am gratified that you find me superior.
You look the way I made you up.
As you imagine me to be, I am. To another, I would take the form of his imagination. But know this, I am as real as fireflies in a bottle.
You're real. Can I touch you? I stood up, reached out, and touched. She felt, I can't describe it, but I remember, like velvet maybe, only different. Just touching her, I got an electric shock. I snatched my hand back, and in that very second, she was gone. She and the ship she came in. I Paris. I was sure not much time had passed. I'd been in a time warp. In the distance, the Major was just getting into his car. I yelled his name, running like a shooting star. He waited, sitting behind the wheel. Major, listen, please, for Pete's sake, listen, I saw it. I'm not lying. This time I really saw it. The spaceship, the space woman. Tall, like I said, purple eyes, purple hair. Oh, she was there. She said...
That's enough, Squirt, a whole lot more than enough. You don't know when to quit, do you? Now get off my back.
Okay, so you don't believe me. You never will. No one will. But you know something, Major Air Force Harris? I don't care. I saw a spaceship. I talked to a space being, and that's all I want in this whole world. After that, just the way I forgot Arl, the memory of Arling was erased from my mind. When Buffy asked me what had happened, it wasn't like I lied to her. I honestly didn't remember.
Bobby, how can you not remember? You had this plan. You'd call the Defense Department.
You told me all that. I don't want to hear it again.
But don't you even remember about the fireflies?
The what?
You had 3 fireflies in a bottle.
Oh, Buffy, for Pete's sake, listen to yourself. You dreamed all this junk. Fell asleep out there by the stream and dreamed it.
I did not.
Like I try to calm the Air Force. Like I claim I saw a UFO when I didn't. And now you dream up a bunch of lightning bugs? Boy, you don't know when to quit, do you?
Robbie, something's wrong with you.
With me?
You're different all of a sudden. What happened to you? To us.
Hey, don't lay it on me. You're the one that's different. Oh, get off my back. Get out of my life. He was right. I was different. Something crazy was happening. I couldn't see it then, but I sure see it now. For one thing, it was the beginning of how I couldn't get along with anyone anymore. Every relationship that started, I'd run out on. Run. Scared. But scared of what? I didn't know. But I'd find out. Yeah. I'd find out.
Indeed, a change had begun, Robbie Clayton. And remember that sense of loss he'd suffered since childhood? It intensified. But one thing did not change. His absorption, his obsession with space. At 18, he quit school. At 19, left home. Where did he end up? In a cheap 2-bit carnival, working a UFO concession. In Act 3, we will follow him there. The UFO concession in the carnival consisted of a tall, multicolored pole with small 3-inch spaceships hanging from its top by wire. Some 15 feet from the ground, these toys whirled at high speed in a zigzag pattern around the pole. Step right up, folks. Only 50 cents, half a buck. Shoot down 3 spaceships and win a classy UFO model. Step right up. This sleazy occupation could hardly satisfy Robbie's craving for space knowledge. Yet there he was.
Yeah, there I was. A loner, no friends, no girl. And all the time that rotten sense of something wrong. After a year at the Carney, a new concession went up next to mine. One of those 2x4 tents, and over the entry flap a sign, Maximilian Carlton, hypnotist. The first day, the gent by that name came to my space to get acquainted.
Hello, neighbor.
Hello?
Maximilian Carlton. Call me Max. Who are you?
Rob Clayton.
Hey, here. Have a belt of good old whiskey, Rob. Tastes better out of the bottle.
No, thanks.
And whatever you say. This Carney's some dump, huh?
Yeah.
So, you're in the space racket.
Hey, don't you call it that. Oh, sure, this cheap game is a racket, but space, outer space, no, that is the most... never mind, you wouldn't understand.
Pretty uptight on space, aren't you, friend? Spacey, you might call it.
Hey, what do you mean? How do you know I'm uptight?
Oh, I know, buddy. I can read you.
Say, maybe I could loosen you up with my racket.
Hypnotism? Forget it. I'm not interested in it. Can you, hypnotize anybody?
No. Some people aren't good subjects.
Well, what if I'm not?
No problem. I'm not just a hypnotist. I'm a psychiatrist.
In a carny?
Well, you see this bottle? It got me run out of the profession. Okay, I may be a boozer, but I know what I know. I could help you get off your hook.
Maybe Max lied about what he was, but he sure knew how to draw me out. He sat there, swinging out of his bottle, and got me to spill a lot of stuff I'd never talked about to anyone. The feelings of loss, no friends, no girl, running from something or to something. But nothing had a name, and Max began to dig deeper.
We gotta find out what you lost. Well, you've repressed it, blocked it out. It's trapped somewhere in your unconscious, and we'll root it out. Now, what's this about no committed relationships?
Well, I quit before I start one. Like with girls, I'm afraid I'll...
You what?
I don't know.
Try for feelings, not facts. How do you feel when you see a girl you'd like to know?
I'm afraid I'll hurt her.
Physically?
I don't know.
Or afraid you'll destroy the relationship?
I don't know. She looks wrong, too.
What?
Not at first. At first she's pretty, and then I don't like how she looks, and I don't want her anymore.
Well, put that on hold and go back to the first time you got that sense of loss. When?
I don't remember when.
Well, let yourself feel the loss. Let the feeling take you back to when it first began. Go back to childhood. Did you lose something you loved? A parent, a pet maybe, a dog, a pony?
I don't remember my childhood.
Oh, sure you do. You're hiding from it. Now that shows it's important. Proves we have to exercise the demons of that childhood. Now, think. What did you lose?
I don't know. Quit asking me. I don't want to remember. I'm too ashamed.
Ashamed? What? Why?
I don't know why I said that. I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right. Forget about childhood. What about your teens? Did you have a girl and lose her?
Buffy. I didn't lose her. I quit. I walked out.
Are you ashamed of walking out?
No. She didn't look right.
Well, then does the shame go back to some earlier time?
I don't know.
Well, now, don't be afraid of it. Where did it start? The shame, the loss. Where? Robbie. The little boy, Robbie.
I have 3 fireflies in a bottle. That was the beginning of the breakthrough. I said fireflies and then clammed up. That's when Max hypnotized me. Easy. He picked up on the fireflies and I was a cinch.
You're gonna feel relaxed. Feel good. Now imagine yourself in some peaceful place. By a lake, perhaps. Soft, lapping water.
Oh, the stream on my father's farm. At night.
Good. Now you lie on the grass beside the stream. Peaceful. Watching the fireflies.
And the stars.
And the stars. Quiet. Peaceful. Stars, fireflies. When I snap my fingers, you'll go back to your childhood, to the little boy, Robbie, and you'll remember what happened to him. That was so important. When I snap my fingers, you will remember.
Robbie, I've come to see you from the stars. I've come from outer space to be your friend. My name is Arl.
Hello, Arl. I've got 3 fireflies in a bottle.
I told Max all about Arl. All except the end, the very end. Max kept pushing, asking, needing.
Now you lost something. You're ashamed of something. What is it? Tell me what happened. Go back. Go back. Tell me.
I threw things. Skates. Books.
Toys. Go on. Go on.
You sing. I hate you. You tell lies. I hate you. Go away. Come back. I didn't mean it. You're my friend. Come back.
I told it all. When I came out of the trance, or whatever you call it, Max told it all back to me. He was full of whiskey, and he laughed at me. Laughed. He thought it was funny. I wanted to kill him.
Well, bless my soul. That's a razzle-dazzle bang-up history if I ever heard one. Arl. Arling. The planet Birdborg. All of it in your mind. Every syllable of it made up. Yanked out of your imagination. A spaceman in the nursery. See, your 8-year-old self believed Arl was there. Then you believed you lost it. Believed all your life down in your subconscious that you ran him off. Now you get it, Rob. That's why you're scared to like anyone. Afraid you'll kick that person out, too, the way you kicked out Buffy. Now, you don't want that stuff to happen again. It all relates back to destroying Arl. See, sure, he was never real, but he was real to you.
He was real. He was there.
Oh, come on, kid. Cut it out. We got to the bottom of this craziness. Brought it out into the light of day. You can let it go.
No.
Now take Arlen, your dream girl that never was. She's what you've been looking for in dames. Some dopey idea of perfection. Buffy and all the other girls look wrong. Because they haven't got dizzy purple eyes and purple hair.
Quit that. Look at their laugh. I saw Arlen.
Sure.
I touched her. And somewhere she is waiting for me. I'm going to find her again. She's the one I want. I said quit that! What are you doing? You! Oh, liar! You're an earthling! You pollute everything! Good. You can't laugh anymore. Darling, come and take me to break wrong now. Oh? Arlene? I am on the star Breakbrock now. I have 3 fireflies in a bottle. I forget why there are bars on the windows of my room and the door locked. I forget why. Wait. Arl will tell me. He comes when I call. Arl? See? Here he is. So fast. Arl, why are there iron bars?
To keep the earthlings out.
Oh, yes.
You have not begun to write your story yet, Robbie. You are to write everything down about me, Arling, Breakbrock. Write it down for the ignorant earthlings to read.
All right, sir. Yes. So I will write. First, I have to talk to Arling.
Darling? Darling?
I am here. I am as real as fireflies in a bottle.
May I touch your purple hair?
Oh,
You have stars in your hair.
no. Fireflies.
Ollie, I forget why the Breadbrokians carry big keys.
To unlock your door.
Robbie, darling, I have three. What have I?
Darling, don't you know me? I'm your mother.
Mother?
Oh. Psychiatrist said you might not know me, but I didn't believe him. Sweetheart. Try to remember.
You don't look right. Your hair should look like Arling's.
Who's Arlie?
This is Arling, my wife. Beautiful with 3 fireflies in her hair.
There's no one here.
And this is Arl. Beautiful with all his eyes.
Ah, a space creature from when you were little. Oh, my darling, you're imagining him again. But there's hope. You're the best doctor, the best psychiatrist. This is the finest mental hospital in the country.
You can't see Arl. You couldn't see him then. You can't see him now. Or hear what he says. Or understand if you did hear. He could save you, save the world, but you refuse to understand. I will begin to write now the whole story for Earthlings to hear, understand, believe, and then act to save the world. I didn't know what he was. 13 years ago, at 7 years old, how could I know? The fact that he looked weirdly different from people didn't surprise or bother me. A 7-year-old's world is a patchwork of surprises anyhow. And he didn't seem as magical to me as a circus clown I'd seen shot from a kid.
This story, written in an asylum by a young man thought to be lost in the labyrinth of madness, leaves too many unanswered questions. Suppose, laugh if you like, suppose Al was real, that he did come to rob you from out yonder somewhere, came to help, a child, listened and believed, until adults filled that child with fear and hate. But suppose adults, too, had listened, believed, and acted. Would our world then not be on its present disaster course? Alas, we have no answers. I will be back shortly. One last question. Some reckless part of me wonders, well, go ahead, laugh, wonders how many imaginary playmates of children may in fact be extraterrestrial beings, desperately trying to save this doomed planet. Our cast included Russell Horton, Evelyn Juster, Cynthia Adler, and Lloyd Batista. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now a preview of our next tale.
I don't want to be haunted by the knowledge of the dark side, but I am the most qualified. I will not be the killer. You will, because you are the most qualified. Every society needs a killer. One who is authorized to commit murder to preserve the rest of us. There must be an alternative. There is. We can submit to invasion, to be conquered, destroyed, enslaved. At least that way there'll be no blood on our hands. We will be free of guilt. And you're willing to accept that?
Am I the only pilot?
You're the most trustworthy. We're placing our fate in your hands.
CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall, harbinger of your hour of mystery, suspense, and the macabre. What do we think of when we think of the future? Actually, we think of our own future, and we think of it as tomorrow, or next month, perhaps a few years from now. Some of us can even envision the next decade. But this is as far as we can go for all practical, self-centered purposes. In a vague and even regretful way, we are aware that the world will go on after we're gone. And it will. It will. And what kind of world will it be hundreds, thousands, millions of years from now?
My name is Rado. I'm an admiral of the fleet. You're not aware of me, but I can make the decision that will end your life, and the life of every living thing in the solar system. I have the power of decision. When we patrol space and I hear my observers say,
"Unknown ship.
Range?
34 million miles.
Clear for action?
Clear for action.
Aimer ready?
Ready.
Firing switch on?
Firing switch on."
Right now is when I decide. Do I or do I not press the button that will destroy the world? It's my decision. Mine and mine alone.
Our mystery drama, Who Made Me, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Larry Haynes. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and True Value Hardware Stores. I'll be back shortly with Act One. The name of the planet is 3. In our day, we called it Earth. But so much has happened since we lived here. So much time has gone by. They call the planet 3 because it's the third planet from the sun. That much, at least, has remained the same. It's a world of people, and the people seem to be divided into 3 classes. First, the group ones, a kind of aristocracy that rules the planet. Secondly, the group twos, who perform the incredibly complex, skilled labor. And third, those who can't seem to make it. They're all group 3. As long as they behave themselves, nobody bothers them. This is the story of a group 1 aristocrat named Rado, a very important man, also a very troubled man. Troubled because he's talking to a boy of 18, 19, and the boy is asking questions.
Who made me, Rado?
Again? I thought we settled that last time, Corral.
No, we didn't settle anything.
Who made you? Corral, you know who made you. Leela and I. We made you.
I know about you and Leela. What I'm trying to find out is, who made all of us?
Who made all of us? Why?
Because it bothers me.
Well, now, when something bothers you, you must report to repair.
Leela took me to repair yesterday.
You saw Leela yesterday?
Mm-hmm. It was her duty visit, and she took me to repair.
And what did repair say?
I'm in perfect balance.
Well, then how can anything possibly bother you?
Well, you see...
Yes?
Well, maybe I'm just one of those.
No, Corral, you are not one of those, and you must never say that, even in a joke.
Well, truthfully, the only reason I hope I'm not is for your sake and Leela's.
For our sakes?
Well, wouldn't you and Leela lose your franchise if you couldn't reproduce your own birth group?
Reproduce is inaccurate and archaic. Say make.
Well, don't you and Leela like being franchised?
Leela and I can only like what is legal and balanced. Now, you stop wasting time with Group 3 type questions like who made me and concentrate on your studies. Lord knows you have enough to keep you busy.
Who's Lord?
Lord?
Well, every now and then people say, Lord knows.
Oh. Well, obviously, there was once a sage named Lord who knew everything.
Well, that's what I thought. But I can't find her in any history book.
Well, that would indicate she was in prehistory.
And that means I'll never find out.
And that's Corral. So far, he's the only one Leela and I made during our franchise partnership. I must admit that my attitude toward him has never been balanced. Legally, all we owe the ones we make is basic training. Yet, I have made, today included, countless free visits. A free visit is not exactly illegal, but it is unusual. Balanced people do not perform unusual actions. And, of course, the chief of repair, the commanding officer of repair's fantastic complex of diagnostics, treatment, and therapy, happens to be my own franchise partner, the Lady Leela. But I know I am nurturing a secret imbalance. Because each visit with Corral gives me a feeling of exhilaration. It's wrong, this fear I have for his future, this pride I have in him, this hope I cherish for him. It's wrong. Now, Corral, remember, obey your supervisor.
Yes, Rado.
Keep your eye on the ball.
What does it mean? Keep your eye on the ball?
Well, it's quite possible the ancients may have inscribed the rules of conduct on a device shaped like a ball.
Oh.
And therefore, people would do well to keep looking at it. You know, you do ask a lot of questions, and after all, I am not a woman.
Well, even though you're not a woman, people say you know just about everything, Rado.
You made a free visit to Corral today?
I see, Leela, after all these years, one of your inspectors found a way to let you know.
She may think so, but I intend to ruin her career for it.
Now what, my lady? Do you suggest I report for repair? Will you assure me that any Group 1 can ask for it without prejudice?
I suggest you go inside and tell Turn we shall dine shortly.
Certainly. Turn had punched out the food request. Characteristically, she had asked the wrong menu, but I said nothing. You know how they are. The tiniest criticism and they collapse into a severe depression or explode into a manic tantrum. When Turn saw me, she smiled. A typical Group 3 smile. You know those people, they seem to smile with their entire body.
I can release dinner any time, Admiral.
The lady will tell you.
Say the word, sir. Speak one little word, or point your finger, or blink your eye.
I said the lady will tell you.
May I leave the villa tonight and visit my partner?
You must ask the lady.
If the lady says no, I will kill myself. You are free to leave now, Turn. We shall release dinner ourselves. Oh, thank you, lady. Darling lady, sweetest lady ever made.
Why did you allow her to leave so early?
You and I have to talk.
Well, whatever we say would be beyond her.
Yes, if she's Group 3.
Turn? How could Turn be an inspector?
I suspect Turn, because she's too perfect. Too absolutely Group 3.
Well, suppose she is an inspector. What have you and I ever said to each other that's reportable?
I am head of repair. You are Admiral of the fleet. And we are about to be disenfranchised.
Why?
Corral cannot qualify for Group 1. He will fail the examination.
But you took him to repair yourself. He was judged in perfect balance.
Oh, yes. Because he was examined by a single practitioner, and I was present.
Do you think she's out of balance?
Oh, I know it. He's one of those.
I refuse to believe that.
You refuse to accept it. Yesterday he asked me, do you love me, Leela?
Love? I see. Love.
Well, the best I could get out of him is that love is an intense form of like.
Well, couldn't you explain that any emotional intensity is a form of imbalance?
Well, love is an intense like. It can only be bestowed on one person. It restricts and excludes. And what type of Group 3 questions has he been asking of you?
I was afraid to tell her. And yet see how calm she is. It's because she's a woman. We men, we take things so much harder than they do. When Corral is classified down to Group 3, he'll disappear from her life forever. But I know this. He will never be gone from mine. He'll never be cold or sick or hungry, and he shall not die young. Secretly, somehow, I'll arrange to protect him. He's my Corral.
What are you thinking about, Rado?
I'm becoming reconciled to the fact that Corral will not be admitted to Group 1.
Who said he will not be admitted?
You did.
Well, I said he couldn't qualify.
Well, isn't that the same thing?
No. Because, qualified or not, he will pass the examination.
He will? How?
You and I will prepare him for it.
Leela, that's illegal.
Of course. I shall pay my duty visit the day before the exam. I will inject him for stability in physical function.
Well, if that's discovered, we'll be degraded.
I know. I wrote that law myself.
But why, Leela? Why?
Because I don't want to be disenfranchised.
Leela, you're talking like a man.
Oh, shut up.
My lady, you're obviously out of balance.
So report me to an inspector.
Now, let me take you to repair.
No. Please. Please.
Please what?
Find a way to keep us franchised. Please.
But how can I?
I want to stay franchised. I find it pleasurable to be franchised with you. I never expected pleasure. I never even knew it existed. I submitted to the order. I mean, I accepted. I complied with the directive of the franchise committee. After they balanced us together, I agreed. I obeyed the law. And the pleasure came later. Oh, I want us to stay franchised, Rado. Don't you?
I want us to stay balanced, Leela.
Having our franchise is what keeps me balanced overall. Do you understand?
I understand you're unbalanced.
So are you. So are you.
All right. You realize all imbalance must be reported.
Yes. And I'll report mine if you'll report yours. It'll take time, but eventually I can be balanced out of my need for this franchise. Are you willing to be balanced out of your need for Corral? You see, I know about that.
What's to be done? Yes, we could probably cheat him past the classification board somehow, but then what? If he's really Group 3, those characteristics will become noticeable eventually. He'll be officially declassified, and our franchise will be dissolved in any event.
You won't let that happen, Roger.
How can I prevent that?
You'll convince him he's Group 1.
There's no way I can convince him. No way I can make him believe he's Group 1 if he really...
Find a way.
Leela, you don't understand. In his heart, he wants to be Group 3.
Find a way to preserve our franchise.
Assume the worst. He'll be declassified, and we'll be disenfranchised. Even if our partnership is dissolved, we can still give each other pleasure, unofficially.
No. I am not a Group 2 machine or a Group 3 animal. My pleasure needs this franchise. If I lose this franchise, I will undergo permanent imbalance. I will confess. I will proclaim our treason. Oh, I will be degraded, but I will drag you down with me, down all the way to Group 3. Do you believe me?
Yes, I believe you.
No one cares who partners whom among those in Group 3. And I have decided. We will be partners till death do us part. You will never escape me.
Be reasonable, Leela.
I could live in Group 3, but you would die. Now, place your arms around me. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, now I feel I'm in perfect balance. And you will save Corral.
Leela, the truth is, he doesn't want to be saved.
Save him, dearest. Save him. Save him. Or I will kill you.
You must remember, we're telling you a story that takes place in the distant future. But in many respects, much of what you've learned so far could very well have taken place in our own time. As we evolve, it's only the outward trappings that change. People remain the same, basically. Or do they? Well, there'll be some differences when I return in just a few moments with Act 2. history of the world is many things, but one thing that always remains constant is the relationship between men and women. We don't mean the relationship is constant. We mean there is a relationship, because men and women must live together somehow and raise the children somehow. And doesn't the success of any society depend on how well they do it?
Leela, you're not listening to me. I said Corral wants to be in Group 3.
No one in his right mind wants to be in Group 3.
We have created one who is one of those. Balance. Oh, Lord, whoever you were, tell me how I can achieve balance. I need balance. Every time I take the ship up there with my 22 technicians, I'm the one who needs balance. Without Corral, how can I hope for balance? The next time I hear my observer technician warn.
Unknown ship.
Range.
32 million miles.
Clear for action.
Clear for action.
This is how it is on patrol. The unknown ship circles in the viewing field. Is she hostile? Is she curious? Would she just as soon not have spotted us either? Is she stronger than we are? Weaker? This is where I must maintain balance. How easy it would be to signal my aimer and fill the universe with death and destruction. How often have admirals before me done this? Unbalanced admirals. What a price the universe has paid for that. And how many times? No, balance. Balance. And I am balanced. My vanity, my ego, my pride is not in need of constant nourishment. I do not require all life in the universe to bow down before me. Perhaps the admiral in command of the unknown ship does. I watch the screen. I'm headed for him. He is headed for me. Very well, Admiral. I am not willing. My vanity does not require me to destroy the world. You may claim the victory, and I give the order.
Awaiting orders.
Execute 180-degree turn.
Acknowledge 180.
Head for home.
Heading home.
And once again, I have saved the world. Because I am balanced, I have saved the world. I must never lose this balance. But without Corral and without Laura, how I need you now, right now.
Are you tired, dearest?
She kills me, Laura.
You don't have to talk about her, Rado.
They train you and destroy you, these Group 1 women. Laura, tell me you love me. Tell me you love me.
I love you, Rado. I love you.
Listen to me. I'm fantastically unbalanced. But I don't report to repair. I come here to this Group 3 woman, to this illiterate but beautiful, soft, and lovely woman. I have the power to destroy the universe, but I am helpless in her hands. I come to her so that she can save me from myself.
Don't kiss me now.
Why not? I love you.
You don't want to kiss me. Not now. Not while there's something inside you that's angry, that's frightened. I can feel it. What is it, Rada?
Yes, I am frightened.
You? Afraid? Oh, no, not my Rada.
Corral. I'm frightened for Corral.
Why?
Corral will be declassified.
Oh, no, not Corral.
Yes, it's true.
Rado, no Group 1 boy is ever declassified.
Oh, but he asks questions. Your kind of questions. Group 3 type questions.
Don't they all? Didn't you?
I don't remember.
You don't want to remember.
How do you know?
Oh, sometimes you talk in your sleep and you ask questions.
What kind of questions?
It's one question. And you've been asking it for years and years.
What question?
Who made me?
Who made me? Of course. That's a normal and natural question. Then suddenly 20 years fall away, and I see myself talking to my own Group 1 senior. And I hear myself ask that same question. I remember how important it was for me to find the answer. How I must know that answer at all costs. And I remember how wise and how patient my own senior was. And how he handled the situation. And that's how I must handle Corral. Corral, you haven't asked me the usual question.
Oh, I decided not to ask anymore.
Why?
It seems to displease you.
Oh. And here I thought you hadn't asked because you had found the answer.
The answer? No, not yet.
Oh. Corral, your classification comes up soon. Will you discuss the question with your examiners?
Absolutely.
You realize 2 things will happen. First, you won't get an answer. Second, you'll be assigned to Group 3.
I know.
You have no objection to being in Group 3?
I prefer it. I'm not impressed by Group 1. I'm bored by Group 2. The only ones who really live are Group 3s.
Live?
Oh, they don't have the food, and the clothes, and the houses. But they're the only ones who laugh and sing.
Yes, they do make a certain amount of noise. But you won't find your answer in Group 3.
You're Group 1. You can't give me the answer either.
Yes, but I can help you find it.
Can you?
Try me. Ask the question.
Who made me?
Nobody.
Well, then how did everything begin?
It always was.
No, that's not possible. At one time, there must have been nothing. And somebody deliberately said, today I will create something. And she did. And she created something that became you and me and every living creature. And she created a place where we could live. Food we could eat. Metals we could shape. Fiber we could wear. And all I want to know is, who is that somebody?
Corral, I don't think the answer lies on this planet or any planet in our solar system. I patrol all of them. I meet men and women in all groups of life. I never heard anyone discuss it.
Where is the answer?
There are other solar systems, other galaxies. Perhaps on one of them, on a planet we never heard of, you'll find your answer.
How could I ever get there?
If I had your problem, Corral, I'd seek to solve it in a balanced way. I would register for naval training.
Oh, Rado, who wants to join the fleet?
I would qualify you as a reconnaissance scout.
Rado, I don't mean this personally, but I don't need a uniform and gold braid to bolster my ego.
As a scout in your one-man cruiser, you would have to explore every sector of space. And while on scout, you'd be on search. A lone scout might find the answer.
Could you really qualify me to become such a scout?
Well, only Group 1s are eligible for officer status.
That's unfair.
Unfair is a Group 3 word.
Is it fair for Group 1 to monopolize
No, but it's right. The basic difference between the groups. Group 3s are concerned with what's fair. Group 1s are concerned with what's right.
A machine is always right, too. It always makes the right decision, performs the right action, gives the right answer. No, not always. After a while, there's a bit of wear of malfunction. So it's taken to repair, to be corrected, adjusted, and balanced. How do you differ from machines, you righteous members of Group 1?
Another typical Group 3 tactic, Corral. Always create an involved argument on another subject.
The mechanistic personality of Group 1 is very much the subject of this discussion.
Since when? I thought the subject was how to find a certain answer to a certain question. Interested?
Yes, Rado.
Bear it in mind. And you'll breeze through your exams. And don't ask embarrassing or unbalanced questions.
But suppose that's how I feel.
You must hide that fact from your examiners.
But that defeats the purpose of the examination.
Whose purpose? Suppose you ask an examiner an unbalanced question. He can't answer it. He'll try to repair it out of you. If he succeeds, you'll be balanced to his satisfaction. But you still won't have the answer. Suppose you say nothing. You show no outward imbalance. You will then have freedom of action to learn the answer in your own way, in your own time.
You're saying the end justifies the means.
That's how we must live. If you don't have the means you like, you must learn to like the means you have.
Rado.
How else? Where else can you find the answer?
Maybe you're right.
Keep your eye on the ball.
I wish I knew what it said on that ball.
Probably what I just told you. Just think, Corral. You'll be free to find the answer.
Do you agree?
Yes. I agree.
I have saved him. I have saved him in spite of himself. Just as I was saved in spite of myself so many years ago. And I have saved the world because now I can remain in perfect balance. And the next time observer technician calls out,
Unknown ship.
Range.
42 million miles.
Clear for action.
Clear for action.
What is she doing?
Holding steady.
Stand by to change course. Complete turn. 180 degrees.
180, turn.
I'm balanced. I'm in perfect balance. With Leela, Laura, and Corral. And this balance must always remain exactly the way it is now. And I beg, I implore, whoever, whatever made me, keep me in this balance. Don't let me destroy the world.
Well, you can see what's involved. We are dealing with human beings, and human beings are made of highly volatile and combustible materials. And balance, whatever it may mean in that far-off future time, seems to be a precarious state at best, especially since it seems to hang on the whim of a 19-year-old boy. Well, the immediate future will bring you the third act when I return in just a few moments. From time to time, we speculate about the future. Will it be paradise? Will it be utopia? Some say yes. Some say no. Some say, why should we expect people to be smarter or better than our ancestors? Oh, we have more knowledge. But do we have more wisdom?
Rado, you saw Corral today.
Yes, Leela.
And what did you say to him?
Corral will pass his exam.
Oh, are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do?
Nothing. I simply remembered what it was like to be a boy. To be filled with fears by the size of the world around me. The confusion of sights and sounds. Permissions. Prohibitions. To look at the stars and wonder, where does it begin? And where does it end? Who made it? And I remember how I asked my own senior.
Did he give you the answer?
No. But he gave me the courage to go out and look for it.
Mm. And did you, Rado?
Oh, yes.
Did you find it?
No. Perhaps it doesn't exist. I looked for it a long time. Then one day, I stopped.
Why?
The answer didn't seem important anymore, or maybe the question no longer bothered me. I forgot it even existed until Corral brought it up. Well, it will bother him the way it bothered me. And then one day, he will forget it, just as I have forgotten it. Actually, I never forgot it. It just really doesn't seem all that vital anymore. And so, as the time for his exam approached, I could see that Corral had made his decision. He wasn't happy, but he was making the best of it.
It's more important to be balanced.
Yes, Corral.
The world must be run, and the world must be saved by balanced people. The people of Group 1.
Yes, say the rest of it, Corral.
Our system requires balance. It ordains who is Group 1, who is Group 2, who is Group 3. This is our holy mission.
Yes, Corral. You are ready for your exam.
Rado?
Uh-huh.
What does holy mean?
It means, complete and entire. It comes from the word whole.
Huh. But why is it spelled without the W?
Oh, some lazy Group 3 printer must have left it off by mistake and custom.
I can't wait to qualify for reconnaissance scouts and leave. I can't wait.
It was me all over again 20 years later. I have succeeded. I have saved him for Group 1 because he thinks, as I did, it's the only way to find the answer. Of course, later on, he'll realize the answer exists here at home. He'll He'll find a Group 3 woman like Laura, and she'll explain it to him the way Laura explained it to me. And like me, he won't be able to accept it. I remember when I learned the answer. Laura, do you ever ask yourself, who made me?
I know.
I don't mean your senior partners.
No, nor do I. I mean, I know who made all of us.
You do?
Yes. Love.
Love.
There is a spirit. It's called love. And it has created this beautiful world we live in.
How do you know? Have you ever seen the spirit?
Well, of course. You see it in the trees, in the flowers, in laughter, and in everything that's good.
Can you prove it?
You don't have to prove it. You just feel it. You just know it. You just recognize it.
Oh, Laura, you're so good for me. This nonsense that you prattle, it's so refreshing.
But it isn't nonsense.
Oh, now, Laura.
I love you. And because I love you, I'm alive. You see, love has made me. Love is everything.
Yes, of course.
Well, one day, perhaps, you'll believe it.
And on that day, I will be so unbalanced. Repair will have me reclassified out of Group 1. Love.
It's true.
True or not, only a member of Group 3 can afford to believe it.
Message for the Admiral.
Yes?
From the Commander-in-Chief. Report immediately. Acknowledge?
Tell her I acknowledge. Navigator, head for home. The Commander-in-Chief. The oldest, the wisest, the most powerful member of Group 1. And when she calls you in, it's for no trivial reason. It usually means war or revolution or something that could determine the very life of the people. I had never been summoned before. What could this mean?
Be seated, Admiral.
Yes, my lady.
Do you know why I sent for you?
No, my lady.
I have here a directive. It is to be read to all Group 1 officers of the fleet.
Effective immediately. No Group 1 commissioned officer is to associate with or visit any female member of Group 3. Signed, the Commander-in-Chief.
Do you know the problem?
No, my lady.
Well, you should. You're part of it. In 18 years, how many offers have you made in your franchise?
Well...
You have made only one. Daily, our numbers dwindle. The Group 3s multiply like animals. Now, isn't that true?
Yes, my lady.
Now, you understand part of the reason for this directive. The other part is even more important, more sinister. The Group 3s are planning a revolution.
A revolution? I can't believe that.
You can't? Why not? Are we outnumbered heavily by Group 3?
Of course.
Since they form the majority, shouldn't it logically occur to them that they should rule the society?
But, my lady...
And isn't it a part of their strategy to seduce and debilitate the males of Group 1? And aren't they actually doing it? Do you agree?
Yes, my lady, I agree.
I thought so. That's the only balanced answer. No one in your command is to associate with Group 3 women. Understood?
Yes.
Intelligence has prepared a list of all known women in Group 3 who are visited regularly by Group 1 officers. Here's your copy.
Thank you, my lady.
They are all to be rounded up by fleet police and placed in special detention camps.
For how long?
For the rest of their lives.
Oh, but
it will discourage other women of that group from associating with Group 1 males.
Yes, my lady.
Well, is anything wrong, Admiral Rotto?
No, ma'am.
Perform your mission. You are dismissed.
There was no way I could look at that list in her presence. I couldn't wait to get out of there. I couldn't wait to get to the bridge of my own ship where I could be alone and undisturbed. And I opened the envelope and took out the list, and my eyes shut down to the L's. And there she was. Laura. What was I going to do? And then the voice of my tech.
Message to the Admiral.
Acknowledge.
Have passed examination. M Group 1. Leave immediately as a recon scout. Will return when I find the answer. Keep your eye on the ball. Signed, Corral.
Acknowledge. Corral is gone from me. And they'll take Laura away, too. No, I won't let them. I can't let them. I can't give up Laura. I can hide you, Laura.
No, Rado, no.
Why not?
I couldn't live that way.
But you'll die in that camp.
I'll die anyway. I need people, music, happiness. I need life.
Laura, listen. This is just a temporary scare.
I believe it.
What do you believe?
I believe there'll be a revolt.
Group 3 will revolt. Group 3 will try to overthrow the government. How? With what?
Just by being, just by existing. For your own good, Rado. I will leave you.
For my good?
You're living a lie, and I'm helping.
Laura, I can't give you up.
You don't have to.
But the law says...
The law says no Group 1 commissioned officer is to associate with women of Group 3. You are commanded to round up the women of Group 3.
I know all this.
Rado, become a member of Group 3 yourself. Then there's no problem, no violation of the law. There's your answer, Rado. You can't do it.
I love you, Laura.
But not enough.
Laura, please.
Poor Rado.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me. You sent for me, Commander-in-Chief?
Yes, Admiral. I have sent for you to give you a commendation. Read it.
To Admiral of the Fleet, Rado. Well done. You have accomplished your mission in less than 1 month. Group 3 women are no longer the menace to an orderly, balanced society. Thank you, my lady.
I shall overlook one tiny matter of imbalance.
Madam?
Yes, Rado. After all, I couldn't very well expect you to arrest your own Group 3 woman.
My own?
I couldn't expect any officer to arrest his own woman. And I know for a fact that every one of you took his own woman off the list.
But, my lady...
You see, Rado, this proves I'm right. It's how an association with a Group 3 woman can undermine a man.
My lady...
A special squad corrected all these missions. Your woman was arrested this morning. Later, she killed herself.
Yes, my lady.
Now, you are in balance. Go back to your duty.
Unknown ship. Admiral. Unknown ship.
Yes, what is it?
Unknown ship.
Range.
32 million miles. Await orders. Sir.
I should stand up to them. But I must back down. I must back down for the Commander-in-Chief. I must back down for Leela. And now look at this strange ship in the viewing field. Does her admiral think I'm going to back down for him, too? I'll blow this whole universe apart. I'll show everybody. Look at him coming at me.
Range, 29 million. 29 million.
Full speed ahead.
Full? Ahead?
Aimer, ready. I won't back down for you, my friend. Firing switch on.
Firing switch on.
Range.
24 million.
I'll show everybody. I'll teach them to take Laura away from me. Laura, I will... No, Laura, not for you. Not for what I learned from you. Love made me. And not for Corral, not for my son. Yes, I know that word. It's the same word as the sun in the sky. That's what the one you make becomes, the sun in your sky. No, even though you're both gone, you will keep me balanced.
Range, 22 million. Firing switch on.
Firing switch off.
Firing switch off.
Navigator, prepare a 180-degree turn. We're headed home.
Acknowledge.
What's the unknown ship doing?
She is It's turning, too.
I almost did it this time. I almost did it. Oh, love. Love. Laura's love. That made all of us. Help me. Help me always. Please. Please, don't let me destroy the world.
More and more, we develop machines that can annihilate the universe. And more, the decision to destroy or not to destroy rests in fewer and fewer hands. And these are human hands, impelled by human strengths and human weaknesses. And that's about where and how it is and will always be. I'll be back in a few moments. How many times has the world been destroyed? Are we the first civilization of our kind? How many have there been before us? Can anyone say? But the world will always be destroyed until we can all give Corral's question, who made me? Laura's answer, love. Our cast included Larry Haynes, Marion Seldes, Don Scardino, and E.V. Juster. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
He ordered her to. No one refuses him. And besides, look at her. She does not seem unwilling.
Her eyes are looking straight into his. There's a smile on her face.
No one resists the Saltmaster's son. See how closely he holds her. Stop them, Brother Ambrosius, stop them. He shall not have her. I shall see her pretty face marked with blood before he takes her.
Musicians, stop playing. Stop the playing in the name of God. Stop. Benedicta. Where is everyone? Where have they gone? Why is it so silent? Why am I so alone? Amula, where are you?
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by all state insurance companies. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre.
Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. I've always wondered a little about the 7 deadly sins: pride, anger, envy, lust, gluttony, laziness. I mean, I'm not touting any one of them as an admirable trait, but isn't every one of us a little guilty of all or most of them in our lifetime? Human frailty, perhaps, but deadly sins? Surely all of us who hope for heaven would also hope to be forgiven if we committed any of them, except the 7th, the one I didn't list. Greed. That one can be truly deadly.
Don't you see anything when you look with me into the crystal ball?
No.
What do you see, Madame Tridonia?
A face. A woman's face. Randy, you are doomed. A woman will bring you death.
Our mystery drama, The Dog Walker Murders, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Lloyd Battista. The most insidious poison that saps any individual or nation is greed. It has toppled empire after empire, broken the strongest men down through the ages, men like Caesar, Alexander, Napoleon. It has broken countless unsung men like our protagonist in the story. Randy Garfield has no place in history, except maybe as an example of our permissive society. It wasn't his fault that he grew up in the era where too often the cry of the young is, "The world owes me a living." And for a while, Randy found that his peculiar talents seemed to satisfy that belief.
Randy, come have a cup of tea with me.
No thanks, Madame Tridonia.
I will read your future.
I don't care much about that anymore.
Oh, but you should.
He's dead, old woman. Honey is dead.
We all mourn your father here at the circus. Maybe I could help your hurt, bring you nearer to him.
Can you make him alive again?
That is beyond the fortune teller. But perhaps I could help you to begin to live again. I think we must talk.
Why?
It is too noisy to tell you here on the midway. Come inside my wagon.
Okay.
Now, will you have tea?
Why not? Why do you think you have to talk to me?
Oh, it isn't all a fake what I do. You might be surprised how much of the future really is revealed to me.
I wouldn't be too surprised. You knew Dad was going to die, didn't you?
Yes. How did you know that?
He told me. He said you warned him against that fancy entrance with the parasol.
What did he need with such a cheap stunt? The greatest clown the circus has ever known. Risking his life, floating all over the big top, clinging to that flimsy sunshade. He didn't need to kill himself to bring the people in. They loved him.
You know whose idea it was originally?
Your mother's.
Yes, because she thought he'd make more money. Money for her to take away from him. It's the only reason I wish she hadn't died. At least while she was alive, he'd never give in to the idea. Why did he have to do it after she was gone?
Because he loved her.
After the hell she made of his life?
He couldn't help himself.
Oh, I hate that woman.
Hush. She's dead.
No, not for me. Never for me. I see her face in every other woman's.
You mustn't let her make you hate all women, Randy.
I can't help myself.
Then I must try to help you. Listen to me, Randy. I have things to tell you. Gaze into the crystal ball with me. Watch the magic mists swirl deep within the sphere. Concentrate. Probe the drifting fog. Watch as the future opens to you. Watch. Remember. Randy, you can wake up now.
Huh? Oh, did I fall asleep on you?
No, not exactly.
Oh, you hypnotized
hypnotized me.
Not so much as you yourself.
That's impossible.
You know that is not true. I've taught you enough about hypnotism for you to know that anyone can be hypnotized if they don't fight it.
What's your post-hypnotic suggestion this time?
None. It isn't your past I care about. It's your future.
My future?
Yes. What will you do with yourself now that your father is gone?
Get out from under. I mean, I don't belong in the circus. I never did. The only reason I've hung around this long was to take care of Pop. He needed me. I don't care how. I'll find a way.
You're a strange boy, Randy. What do you want of life?
I'll tell you what I want, Madame Tredonia. Money. Money to buy me anything I want. Money to make me a somebody instead of a nobody. Money to be free to live my life and wipe out all the memories of the past.
There are other things in the world. What about love, a wife, children?
Oh, what has love ever brought me but disaster? A wife after my mother's example? Children? Would I wish my childhood on any other kid?
I must warn you, there is great danger for you in the future. Did you not see anything when you looked with me into the crystal ball?
No. What did you see?
A face. If you don't change your attitude about women, Randy, you are doomed. A woman will bring you death.
If I was fond of any woman, it was Madame Tredonia. But I had no time to pay any heed to gypsy warnings. I wanted to break free, get away from my past. It took time to get my foot on the first ring on the ladder to success. I went to work for a bank.
Well, Randy, this is our last stop in our brief tour of the bank, the safe deposit vault. All these shining boxes concealing and hoarding dead capital never to be used to the bank's advantage. Frozen money lying here sterile and unproductive. Terrible waste, terrible waste. Well, that's not your business, is it? Well, we'll start you off as a junior teller. Okay, Randy?
Whatever you say, Mr. Banks.
Yes, fortuitous name, wouldn't you say, for a banker?
Yes.
Served me well enough so that after 20 years, I'm vice president of personnel. Isn't that something?
It sure is, sir.
It took me 25 years. Well, let's hope that your progress will be swifter and that you'll be happy here.
It wasn't. It was a tedious, back-breaking bore for barely enough money to subsist. It killed me, but all around me was money that could spell ultimate freedom. Money I had no access to. Until after the first year, when I was moved to the safe deposit vault.
Would you let me in, please, young man?
I'm sorry, madam. I didn't see you come down. Right away.
You're new, aren't you?
To the safe deposit vault, yes. I've only been here a couple of weeks.
Well, you certainly are an improvement over your predecessor. She was a surly old cow. It's nice to be greeted with a smile for a change.
Thank you.
Especially when it belongs to such an attractive man.
Well, it's easy to smile at an attractive woman.
Oh.
May I have your name, please?
Mrs. Sydney Cooper.
I'll just get your card out.
May I have yours?
Beg pardon?
Your name.
Oh, of course. It's Garfield. You just sign here. Oh. It says Shirley Cooper.
That's what I am now. My husband is dead.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. There you are, Shirley Cooper. And your name again?
Garfield. My first name is Randy.
Oh, I like that. Randy.
I like that name.
May I have your key, please?
You've only to ask, Randy.
She made sure our hands touched. Crossing into the vault to get her box, I was thinking to myself, oh, brother, this is all I need. A middle-aged widow on the prowl.
Just hand the box to me, please.
Well, it's pretty heavy, Mrs. Cooper. I'll carry it into the room for you.
Oh, I'm not going to be that long.
No trouble. It'll be more secure on the desk here than on the little slide tables in the vault. There you are. Now I'll leave you alone.
Well, you might as well stay. I'll only be a minute.
Oh, take your time, please.
I'm only going to get a necklace out for the opera tonight. You can wait.
It's a bank rule, Mrs. Cooper. We're supposed to leave the customers alone.
For heaven's sakes, I've nothing to conceal. But if that's your orders from upstairs...
You just call me when you want me.
Oh, I just might take you up on that, Randy.
She was giving me the eye, so I got out fast. Like I said, I wanted no part of her. Or was I so sure of that? Now that I'd had a gander at what she had in that safe deposit box, it was crammed with what looked like Krugerrands. But whatever the coins were, they were pure gold. There we are. And here's your key, Mrs. Cooper.
Thank you. Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you.
I can say the same.
Your wife must consider herself a very lucky girl.
Oh, I'm not married.
Really? Well, then that makes us two of a kind, doesn't it?
I suppose so.
Unattached and fancy-free. Or is there a special girl in your life?
Not at the moment. If you'll excuse me, that's my phone.
Saved by the bell. You run along. I'll see you tomorrow when I bring my necklace back to the box.
I couldn't get that crazy dame out of my mind. Not so much her as all those gold coins I'd seen in her deposit box. The next day, she came in just before closing. It wasn't till after I'd put her box away that she spoke to me.
Do you go home now, Mr. Garfield?
Well, just as soon as I button up a few things.
Will that be long?
Oh, 5 minutes or so. Oh, why, Mrs. Cooper?
Well, I think I had one cocktail too many at lunch yesterday before I came here. I'm afraid I acted a little silly while I was with you.
Oh, I didn't notice anything.
Well, that's kind of you to say that. Just the same, I'd like to offer you an apology.
No apology necessary.
I'd feel better if I made one. Will you join me for a drink? My treat.
I think I'd like that very much, Mrs. Cooper. What the heck, I thought. If she wants to make a lady killer out of me, what's the harm? I didn't realize then. I was looking at a lady I was going to have to kill.
Randy Garfield had been warned by the fortune-teller Madame Trudonia, but Randy had been too anxious to escape from his circus background and forget his past. Now it is to return to haunt him. First of all, showing him the road to riches, and then leading him down the other side of the mountain to total disaster. I shall return shortly with Act 2. The cafe is expensive and discreetly lighted in soft tones calculated to make a woman look her best and youngest. The preliminaries of the brief apology have been quickly passed over in favor of polite but interesting probing by each party for information about the other. The ritual is as calculated and careful as a mating dance, which, come to think of it, is exactly what it is.
Your husband, when did he Did he die recently?
No, a couple of years ago. I've been without him just long enough for the first ecstatic relief to have worn off, and to find out that I actually feel lonely. Not that I miss him. We weren't very happy together.
No, I'm sorry.
So am I. Well, it isn't much fun to be a lonely old woman, Randy. I may call you Randy, mayn't I?
If you want. But look, you're not old. And I bet you have lots of friends and guys.
Oh, I have hosts of acquaintances, my dear boy. I couldn't begin to count the girlfriends I have in my general age bracket. The men, well, that's a little different. The ones in their 40s or 50s are in the throes of the last desperate macho fling and only care for fresh young game. The older ones are either bores or candidates for a wheelchair. Now, that's enough about me, Randy. Now tell me about yourself.
Well, there isn't much to tell, Mrs. Cooper.
Now, if I can make it Randy, can't you make it Cheryl?
Okay. Cheryl.
Do you know that you have the most extraordinary eyes? How about another drink?
Well, if you insist.
Waiter, 2 more of the same. All right now, Randy?
What?
Tell me about yourself.
Well, it's not very interesting.
Let me be the judge of that.
I was brought up, sort of, in the circus. My father was a clown.
Well, now that's fascinating.
I hated it.
You didn't want to grow up to be a clown?
No.
I thought every little boy did.
I wasn't allowed to.
What do you mean?
My mother. She hated the circus and everything about it. Finally, she got so she hated my father. Said he ruined her life. And she was always hammering away that circus folks were freaks and weirdos. And she could have been a singer or a dancer, she thought. But she liked this stuff too much.
She was an alcoholic?
She was a lush.
You didn't like her?
I couldn't stand her. When I got old enough, I cut out and went back to my old man in the circus.
Didn't you like the circus after you got away from her?
No.
Even being with your father?
No, I let him down. I broke his heart.
How?
He wanted me to follow in his footsteps. He tried to teach me everything he knew, but I just didn't have it. I couldn't live up to him.
Was he a very good clown?
Oh, the tops. His name was Honey.
Oh, my, yes. Well, I remember him. Well, he was wonderful.
Well, my mother finally took him for everything he had before she died. I hung around with him, but even though I'd failed him, well, he had to have someone. He was so alone.
And now... Oh, that's right. Oh, didn't he?
Yes, he was doing some stupid stunt with a parasol, and one of the trip ropes snagged on the guide wire. He fell 60 feet. He was dead the moment he hit the ground.
Oh.
Hey, how come we got off on all this? You're crying.
I think I'm drowning.
What are you looking at me like that for?
It's your eyes. I told you about them. They've absolutely hypnotized me. Stay with me, Randy. Have dinner with me. We're a couple of loners, and I can't think of anyone I'd rather be with.
I should have walked out on it. I knew what I was getting into. And one part of me didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. But there was the other side. No more short rations for a while. Live it up. Eat at the best restaurants. Tailor-made clothes. Money in my pocket. Besides, there was one wild idea in the back of my head I didn't want to think about too much yet. Until I did. I played it very carefully.
Why won't you ever come home with me? Or at least let me come to your place.
The bank, Cheryl. I think we should keep this under wraps. I've got a job to think of.
I wish you'd forget that stupid little job. It's a dead end.
I have no training, Cheryl. Jobs for me are not so easy to find.
Then quit. You don't need one. I'll give you a better way.
How?
Sid left me too much for me to handle properly myself. You could marry me and take over the job.
That isn't a job. I'd just be a hired companion.
Oh, don't, please, Randy. I love you.
Later, I thought about it. Easy Street. A pocket full of dough, no more hand-to-mouth. I didn't think about it long. It wouldn't work for me. I couldn't be tied down, and besides, Cheryl drank too much. She reminded me of my mother. I didn't even really like her. All I liked was her money and what it could buy me. And I didn't want to lose that. It was the following night she showed me how I didn't have to.
Can I bill you a new drink, Randy?
No thanks, Cheryl. I'm coasting.
I'm fresh out. Mind if I fill up?
Why not? You're your own woman.
Not since I met you, lover. Oh, Randy, I can't help what you do to me. It's those eyes of yours. They just mesmerize me. I'm as helpless as if you had me hypnotized.
Have you ever been hypnotized? I mean, really?
No. Why? Can you?
An old tent trooper like me? Well, I can show you how if you cooperate.
You know with me you've got a willing slave, Randy.
Okay. Let me get my keys out of my pocket.
What do you want them for?
I'll show you. I want something that catches the light for you to concentrate on. Now, just keep looking at these as I swing them back and forth. Just a little. Slowly.
I'd rather look at you.
Come on, Cheryl. Concentrate.
Okay, concentrating.
Just keep your eyes glued to the keys. Now try to make your mind a blank. Let yourself relax. Concentrate on the keys. Follow the keys. Back and forth. Back and forth. Your eyes are getting heavy. You're getting sleepy. Sleepy. You want to rest. Your eyelids are growing heavier and heavier. I had her under in less than 2 minutes. Her whole body relaxed and still. I bent over her to make sure she was out. And the smell of liquor on her breath almost gagged me. I remembered when my mother tried to hug me, it was always the same. A wave of hate swept over me suddenly, looking at her sitting there as if she were dead. Oh, I wished she was. Like my mother. If only I could have killed her, maybe she'd stopped haunting all my dreams. But it was too late for that. It was not too late to kill Shirley. Wake up, Shirley. Now listen to me. I'm going to count to 3. And when I snap my fingers, you'll wake up. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, Randy. But did I fall asleep? Oh, no, that's right. You were going to hypnotize me. Did it work?
Oh, no, Shirley, I struck out. I'm afraid you just fell asleep on me.
You mean I'm not under your power, so you can do anything you want with me?
I guess not.
Well, you can if you want anyway.
Well, it's Sunday night, and I've got to be at the bank early in the morning. I'd lied to her, of course. She had been hypnotized deeply. And while she was, I'd tried a little experiment. You understand, Shirley?
Yes.
Repeat to me what I asked you to do just before closing.
I'm to come to the bank tomorrow, just before closing. I'm to wait, if the vault is busy, till there's no one else around. Then I'm to ask you for my box, carry it to the room, and take out the Krugerrands and put them in the wastebasket. I'm to leave them there when I shut the box and bring it back to you to put away. Then I'm to go home.
And what?
And I'm to forget I did all this and never remember it, ever, unless you tell me to.
Post-hypnotic suggestion. Just as Madame Tredonia had taught me. It used to work on me when she put me under. Would it work for me? And on Shirley?
Good afternoon, Mr. Garfield.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Cooper.
I'd like to get something out of my box, please.
Well, if you'll give me the key, I'll get it down for you.
Don't I have to sign?
That's not necessary once we know you. Why don't you go into that first room and I'll bring the box to you. Let me take your box. Oh, it doesn't seem to be as heavy as it was.
Really? I wonder why.
May I have your key, please?
Here you are.
Well, that's that.
Could you let me out, please? I'm in a hurry.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
Well, neither did I till just this moment. I can't remember why. I just know I have to go straight home.
I let myself into the room where she'd been and let the door lock behind me. They were in the wastebasket. 100 of them. Approximate value, $50,000. I didn't need Shirley anymore. She could make a lot of trouble for me once she found the gold was missing. The safest thing to do was kill her. Besides, it was what I wanted to do.
The 7 deadly sins. One thing has a bad habit of leading to another. And greed, as I said at the beginning, can so often and so quickly mushroom. From petty crime to the most vicious of all, the cardinal sin of murder. I shall return shortly with Act 3. For hours since he got back to his apartment, Randy Garfield has been sitting staring at the pile of gold coins on the table in front of him, mesmerized. Can he get away with stealing them? Suppose Shirley should remember, following his hypnotic suggestion. Even if she doesn't, the next time she goes into her deposit box, she'll find the gold coins missing. Could he bluff it out? No way. But only he and Shirley know of this secret cache. If she were dead, he'd be safe and rich. The harsh jangle of the telephone shocks him out of his trance. He doesn't know it yet, but this call will make up his mind.
Yes?
It's Cheryl. Randy, where are you? It's 10:30. Why haven't you called?
I was just about to. What's wrong, honey?
Randy, I'm scared. I'm afraid I'm going out of my mind.
Why?
I've got to tell you in person. Could you come over right away?
I can't. I'm flat broke. I haven't got enough for a cab.
I'll drive over to your place. Where is it?
You'll never find it in the dark. Look, you know the big post office at Grand and Stoner?
Yes?
Pick me up there. I'll be waiting.
You'd better be. There's something you and I have to settle.
She guessed I have the gold. So she had to go. But how? What did I use for a weapon? Getting up from the table, the long chain holding my bank keys snagged on the corner. I unhooked the chain from my belt, started to toss it aside, and stopped. Oh, it was ready-made for my purpose. I stuffed it in my jacket pocket and left for the post office. So far, no one had seen Cheryl around my place, or me around hers. And I meant to keep it that way.
Randy, can you swear to me that you didn't hypnotize me last night and somehow put this suggestion in my head to do what I'm afraid I did today?
Come on, who am I, Svengali? Have a heart, Cheryl.
No, you have a heart. Oh, Randy, if it's money, you can have anything you ask. Just marry me first. I want some kind of leash on you so you can't run.
Well, I don't want to be on a leash.
Those are my terms.
Where are we stopping? Where are we now?
It's the parking lot in back of my apartment. Are you coming up with me?
No.
If you walk out on me, you'll walk home. Only you won't walk out on me.
How do you know I won't?
Because I've gotten to know you pretty well. I'm still not sure how you did it, but I know you're lying. And that when I open up my box with an officer of the bank tomorrow morning, the gold won't be there. You'll either return it to me and promise to become Mr. Shirley Cooper, or I'll prosecute. Think it over.
Cheryl, wait a minute.
What for?
Don't turn around. I'll show you. I had pulled the long keychain from my pocket and snapped it around her neck. The parking lot was deserted. We were in the shadows between the cars, outside the pool of her headlights. She didn't struggle very long. Morning, Mr. Banks.
Oh, yes, good morning.
Garfield.
Oh, yes, of course, Randy Garfield. That the tabloid you have under your arm?
Yes, sir.
Dreadful scandal sheet. Anything else in it about Mrs. Cooper?
Mrs. Cooper?
The woman who was murdered in the parking lot of the Norfolk Army last week. Terrible thing. She was mugged and strangled with some sort of a steel chain.
Oh, you mean the dog walker murderer?
The what?
Well, there was a headline like that in the papers. Something about maybe a dog's leash had been used. But that was over a week ago. I haven't noticed anything in the last few days.
Oh, well, I suppose it's a 9-day wonder. Dead as a doornail by now.
Dead as a doornail. Looked as if I'd gotten away with it all right. And as the weeks passed, I could be sure I had. I was out of trouble and sitting pretty. Till one day, a couple of months later...
Oh, Mr. Garfield.
Yes, Mrs. Brubaker?
Could you give me a hand in here, please?
Only too happy to oblige.
My hands are so crippled with arthritis these days. It's difficult to clip all these coupons. I don't know why my husband left me all these bearer bond things. Could you help me get these back in the box?
A pleasure.
Why couldn't he have just left regular bonds where they send the interest? Why can't I just leave them with my broker?
Well, because there's no name on these bonds. Anyone could cash them. They're just like money. There we are. All packed in.
Oh, thank you so much. you're such a nice young man. I've really grown quite fond of you coming here to the vault so regularly.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, you know, as soon as I can arrange it, you must come and have tea with me. Oh, but I suppose since I'm such an old lady, you wouldn't find that very interesting.
I might just find it very interesting indeed. I was careful to stay away from Mrs. Brubaker's house. Instead, I took her to tea out in the country. It was a very secluded inn, and in the shade of a willow by a waterfall. I found her the perfect subject. She came in the next day. 3 nights later, she went out to mail a letter at the deserted corner where I strangled her. The next one was just as easy as Mrs. Brubaker, although she didn't net me such a large return. The police were baffled. I felt completely secure.
Yeah, what is it, Sergeant Rollins?
I think we just got the big break on the dog walker file, Lieutenant Cassidy.
It's about time. 5 of them. And that creep's still walking around somewhere. What do you got there, Rollins?
Well, this morning, while you were out, I took a call from a lawyer who represents the heirs of one of the women. A Mrs. Jensen.
Yeah, that was the one before the last.
Right. Well, it seems her son is claiming that he knows his mother had bearer bonds and cash stashed away in her safe deposit box.
So what does he think? We heisted him?
No, but he's sure somebody ripped them off.
That's impossible. Nobody else had a key to her box or in any of the cases. That checks out routine.
Maybe too routine, Lieutenant. Maybe that's why no one caught what I missed myself till I went through the file again. The dead ladies all kept their safe deposit boxes at the same bank.
You sure?
It's right here in the files.
Let me see that, Bob.
See, I also ran a quick check on the lawyers and the heirs of the other victims, and all of them have a hunch the boxes were plundered.
Mm-hmm. But only of valuables that can't be traced.
Yes. Gold, bearer bonds, cash, diamonds, and so on. Well, there's only one clerk in the safe deposit vault. His name is Randy Garfield. You want me to pick him up for questioning?
No, we got no case. So far, it's all hunch. No real leads, just speculation. He's not tied into any of the dead dames, and how the Sam Hill could he get into those boxes to rifle them?
Oh, then you don't think he's the perpetrator?
I repeat, it's all a hunch. Now, how do we pin it on him?
Good afternoon. Am I too late to rent a safe deposit box?
Well, it's just about closing time, but I guess you made it under the wire. Won't you sit down,
Miss Rollins. Barbara. And you are...
Mr. Garfield. What size box did you have in mind, Miss Rollins?
Well, something big enough to hold what's in my briefcase. Oh, dear. How stupid of me. I hit the catch on the desk.
Don't worry. It's only money. I'll pick it up for you.
Oh, but it's so much money. It must look as if I'd robbed a bank or something.
Did you?
Oh, no.
That's all right. I was only kidding.
Well, it's my money. Really it is. I just cashed in all my stocks.
It was too good to pass up. I'd meant to lay off, but I couldn't miss this one.
So after he conned you into having a couple of drinks at this out-of-the-way bar, he actually hypnotized you, Barbara, right in the bar?
I let on that he did. Oh, I'm telling you, I had to put up some fight. I mean, it's creepy. The guy's got these eyes.
Well, never mind that. The thing is, he thinks he's planted this post-hypnotic suggestion and you'll go through with it tomorrow.
Well, he's convinced I'll walk into the bank, leave the money in the wastebasket for him, and walk out without ever remembering I've been there. Just like he must have worked it out with all those other women he stiffed.
You sure he didn't suspect that you're a cop?
No, he's too sure of himself. himself.
I don't know if we should give him any more rope.
Well, he hasn't hung himself yet.
You want to meet him for dinner where he said and risk that walk home through the park? I mean, we'll cover you, but it's risky.
It takes time to strangle someone.
I wanted to laugh. This one was going to be the easiest of all. We were walking along the main promenade in the park. No one ahead, and with a quick glance, no one behind.
It's lovely in the moonlight.
You don't feel scared?
Not with you.
Good. No, come over here. There's something I want to show you.
What?
Right down this path. You go first.
Oh, I don't think I want to.
Die, my lovely. Die. You all right, Sergeant Rollins?
I'm all right.
All right, hold on to this guy, boys. Make sure he's clean. Here, let me help you with that, Barbara. What kind of chain is this?
Oh, I never wanted to use my gun, but I had to. Is he...
Well, let's have a look. Garfield.
Madame Tredonia was right after all.
What?
She said a woman would bring me death. I couldn't ever get away from your mother.
It all began with an old gypsy lady peering into a crystal ball and ended with a prophecy come true. Greed was not the only thing that drove Randy Garfield to his death. A death that he met at the hands of a woman. But was it Sergeant Barbara Rollins' hands or those of his long-dead mother? I shall return shortly. Apron strings, the silver cord. How many of us ever totally shake off that influence that shaped our early lives? Most of us would not want to, and carry the memory of that gentle ruling hand to our graves. But a very few, a terrible few, remember not with love, but with hate, till the memory wraps their lives and brings them down in ruin. Randy Garfield was one of the tortured and the damned. Our cast included Lloyd Battista, Martha Greenhouse, Carol Teitel, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Raven House Paperback Mysteries. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.